I just need to reboot my computer.
Yep, that's cool.
Selena and I think what makes it really kind of annoying is that you can customize your character far more than I thought you could. So I might actually need to not play WoW, but actually run the character gen just to get costume references.
Oh, right.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Sefie's going to be cosplaying.
Selena and I want to cosplay Blood Elves. Like
For a
WoW
photo
Elves,
shoot.
cool. But
But
I've never played WoW. So I
Blood
might
Elves
actually
are
have to
You
do...
can get a 2-week
character gen.
trial, I believe.
We've got a whole bunch of them from StarCraft.
No. No. WoW is free to play until level 20 now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you just need
but
to download it.
I don't actually want to play it. I just want to do
Yeah.
character gen for
Yeah.
But to play, you have to create a character, so.
Yeah.
But you can just do it on.
But yeah, so I think at the moment we're going to go increased because they have awesome.
Cool.
I really like the Blood Elf armor.
Alright.
Really nice.
Are we ready to go?
Play a priest.
Ready to go?
Huh? I don't play Priest, I
That's alright. Priests are, as they should be, fictional.
Oh!
Alright. Current situation. It's a Macross RPG, session 42. That's okay. This is just a recap from last time, which would already be in the diary. It's session 42, the ultimate answer. It's the 9th of October. And the current situation, you're right.
Today, rather.
Yes. The Wyverns have just been saved from destruction at the last moment by their new allies, the Rodine. If you recall that you were under bombardment, orbital bombardment, after the Unity forces discovered the base, and you used your whiz-bang shield to protect you, but it only worked for a while under that much bombardment. And just as you were about to get creamed, the Rodine appeared and saved you. You've never seen them before, except from what you've seen in the station, the base of Petra.
I have seen a Rodine before.
You know now that you had. It was revealed that I was actually a Rodine agent. You'll have a full detail of the events that happened after this at a later date, because obviously there's a lot to talk about there. But you heard fairly shortly afterwards that a Wyvern agent on Unity, identified only as Poirot, had been captured, tried, and sentenced to execution.
Dude, that's not funny.
The whole team immediately realises that this is Treble's father.
I love how subtlety runs in his family.
Elgar immediately orders Treble not to try and go on a rescue, as it is obviously a trap for the Wyverns.
It's a trap.
Yeah. Everyone was allowed to have
swim
one
with the
trap,
traps.
though. Please excuse my coughing throughout the game. I've still got a bit of a leftover chest infection. Okay, so Treble, you've been told don't go. So what's the first thing you're going to do?
Storm out of the roof.
Keep
Things out of the way.
Good idea, you could do that. Everyone else probably realises that no matter what he's been ordered to do, Treble is
Yeah, so he's
still
going to go anyway.
Yeah. But at the moment you've been told to return to your quarters and while they assess the situation, and there'll be a briefing in a couple of hours about what's going to happen, if anything.
Thump. Crash. Kick.
Now, I've had a chat to a couple of players about what happens here in out at game time, so I hope you don't mind if I take a couple of liberties with your characters, because we've talked about this before, but tell me if I say anything that you don't want your characters to do. Mm-hmm. But a couple of hours later, well, an hour or so later, before the first opportunity that Treble has, he makes his way down to the hangar deck where the Typhoon Squadron is docked, whatever you call it for a squadron. And he there finds Flynn, who is waiting for him, and he's actually prepared Roxanne for launch. Loaded up the weapons and the fold booster.
Yeah.
So she's ready to go.
And then he's turned his back.
I love you. Basically, Flynn says, and Flynn can rephrase this if he wants, that he knows there's nothing that he can say that'll stop Treble from going, but he can't. He has to report this. He says, "So, I'll give you a bit of a head start, and be careful. Don't be too crazy, and we'll probably see you not too long after you arrive."
Yeah, and he also wants to tell him he would do the same in that situation if it was the twins.
No.
Oh, I get a hug. Yeah.
And then he hops in.
On
Yeah.
the way to TT.
Yeah.
So
The longer he
yes,
gets the TT one, he actually gets in the
And-
cockpit, sits down, takes out the baseball.
Yeah.
Puts it on the deck.
On the
Then
dash.
it turns the
And
TT.
Flynn also says to Treble that if he needs to help, not to forget that the twins are there. If he does need help.
I don't know. Like, where are the twins?
He's
are?
given you
That's
how to contact them. I'm assuming he
the
knows.
suggestion is that if you get some mysterious offers of assistance, that might be where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So, in a very dramatic Hollywood-like moment, you power up the engines, do the quick checklists. Flynn walks out of the hangar as if there's nothing behind him, and to the silhouette of the engines blasting, Treble flies off, and Flynn closes the blast doors behind him. And Flynn walks very casually and slowly back up to the headquarters, and after about 20 minutes, informs everyone that I think Treble's gone.
Yeah. In all fairness, sir, I did say this would happen.
Algar says yes, and I knew this would happen, but we still need to get this done officially.
And I have seen suspicion Algar knows that Flynn let it go too.
And you also get a suspicion that Algar says, because we have to do this properly, we need to get
Yeah.
the order. In other words, he's delaying a bit himself.
Yeah.
So I guess we have to fill out this paperwork.
Yeah. Oh, so much paperwork, sir. So many official channels.
About an hour later, the Typhoon Squadron are summoned to the briefing room in the command centre, and you're all told about what's happened. You're all shocked to hear that Treble has gone AWOL.
I never would have guessed.
Oh, really?
And you are told that the Tempest will be sent out to bring him back.
The whole thing?
It's the whole Tempest.
Wow.
Wow.
You accidentally the whole thing.
Elgar knows the sort of trouble that Treble gets himself into, and is expecting there to be a ship fight when it goes down. Also, the higher-ups, including your lovely partner, are not too happy about what's happened here. She gives you a quick glare as if you knew this was going to happen, didn't you?
We warned you.
I warned you.
We
And
clearly said he'll do it if you say no anyway. You could have locked his plane down.
perhaps they also knew that was going to happen.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
Anyway, they said, alright, we know he's going to get into trouble. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Go bring him back. Your orders are to retrieve Treble. If at all possible, assist him in his mission to rescue
Hey.
rescue the our agent, Agent Poirot. You can see the briefing officer has a hard time saying that with a straight face.
That is never going to not be funny.
And they say, but you are not to risk your own lives in order to save anyone else's. The agents do this and they know the risks, so we don't want to risk any additional losses if not essential.
You
So
know, these guys too.
go there, get him, bring him back, and may the force be with you.
You know I never leave a man behind, Treble.
Let's just let that sit there for a moment. Just put a little apostrophe S in the middle there.
I did say you're going to need to censor this.
So it's the actress to the lake.
It's the actress to the priest.
I thought it was, I never get behind a man.
Anyway, it takes another hour and a half to prep the Tempest, load the ships up and get off into fold space, and it's quite a few hours jump. You also have learned just before leaving that there is a scheduled time for the execution. It will only be a couple of hours after you are expected to arrive, probably a few hours after Treble gets there.
Wow.
Um,
They have Just the laws, the death penalty, martial law.
That's new. That's
Yeah, I was just
introduced.
gonna say that. That sounds like a new thing.
The penalty for treason has always been stiff. It's already been
Yeah.
very high, but it hasn't, at least since since the space war, been a capital offence. And in fact, capital offences have not been official policy for new United Nations since the space war. Okay.
I am getting there. My computer's just.
No, that's okay. That's good because I just
Being
need to
temperamental
have a
and
chat
reading.
to Sefie. So,
Cool.
would you mind coming this way?
We need like old music.
Scene from
God.
Okay, so cute.
That is. It's called Omnom.
It's called Omnom.
That is retardedly cute. It's so adorable.
There's plushies that are coming.
Oh my god, really?
Yes. Cause I've only got the free one
Yeah.
for now.
Wait, do you have to tilt it on an angle to get it? to-
No.
So you're gonna.
I think this was a pain in the ass.
Oh, what?
There's a spider who wants that.
Aww.
I know.
Aww. Aww. That's adorable.
There's plushies coming.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What's the session? Chibi. Hello.
You know, if you put these on wood, the wood vibrates.
Yeah.
Hello, Chibi.
It's called coupling.
Suzanne.
Hey!
This episode is the meaning of life. That's what it has to be called. Because it's episode 42.
Part of me wants to auto-tune this. Just to see what it's
Whole
like.
CDs and French jazz. I actually like different languages because then like
This episode is officially the meaning of life. This is episode 42.
Okay. The Tempest arrives in its usual stealth approach profile, jumping out of false space several thousand kilometres away from Unity.
Is it
Yes?
still the same day?
Yes.
Right. Which was...
Uh,
Sorry,
we have to go back and fix the diary out because we lost track of the dates.
Alright, let's leave it.
And actually,
Same
let's
day.
just say it's early the next day because it was about a 20-hour trip
Okay.
by false space. So
Tuesday.
Fall day.
Okay, so you're coasting in stealth mode. You are launching because once you open the launch bays, you break the Tempest stealth, and so you're coasting in with the Tempest in order to get inside the island because you know that's where the execution is going to be. Sorry.
I've done it a few times.
You have, yes. So it's a well rehearsed procedure now. The Tempest will stay outside obviously, can't get inside, but he'll stay outside nearby. You'll use a small engine burst trying to mask itself in its position to hold a position outside waiting for you if you need support. Could everyone give me a stealth roll? Treble as well.
I can do that.
And if you're in your VF22s, then you get your +3 bonus to stealth.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
It is. The VF22s in particular are ridiculously stealthy.
Well, that's to get a plus for stealth and all.
No, you didn't have the full stealth, active stealth system that the VF22s have installed on the Rhino. You may be able to do that in an upgrade in the future, but the Rhino's pretty big and high energy and it's not hard to conceal that anyway.
Oh,
Oh jeez.
Not the time to use your luck on that.
guys.
Hi guys, what's
That'll do.
stealth?
No, that'll do. You can have that luck back. So you've only used 2 luck. Okay. You can see Elwood and the Rhino having a bit of trouble getting into stealth. He fires off his reaction jets a couple of times before he manages to get into the right,
You okay,
right
buddy?
trajectory.
You okay, buddy?
What was the stealth rolls for the other 3?
4.
4, 5, and 6. Very nice. Okay, you coast into the underside of Island 1.
Hey, where's that?
Yes. I thought she was with us. She is, says Zen over com. You coast in underneath Island 1, and you all hear over the comms Goggles slapping his forehead after Elwood's comment. I actually saw him make you do that thing, so I thought, yeah, why not?
Is that? Never mind.
Okay. You find one of the many access ports underneath. Oh, Chibi, stop switching the tripod.
It has a flavor.
It's going to make the picture jumping. Anyway.
Cats have to ruin
It's the cat.
Do you want me to bring Mario for a hug?
No, I tried picking him up before, but he didn't want it.
No, he's a hard one to pick up. Partly because he's gigantic.
Yeah.
You managed to find some access ports that appear to be relatively unguarded with a bit of hacking from Zen. No, Zen is a hacking expert, aren't you? A bit of hacking from Zen, you managed to slip in past the security net, and you are now in the underbelly of Island 1. You can pick up Island 1 transmissions from public broadcast. You won't need to roll any sensors for that because it's basically open broadcast, and you determine from what you're seeing on the news networks when and where the execution is going to take place. It's a big public event.
He's switching everything.
He's a cat. He wants it. It's his.
It's mine
All
now.
the things.
So you now know approximately where you have to be and when you have to be there. It'll probably take you half an hour to navigate your way through all the corridors and elevators and access shafts in order to get to a point where you can exit into Island 1's airspace. It's taking place out in the open, the execution. So could everyone...
What is the method?
Firing squad.
Yes.
Can everyone give me another stealth roll? This is now because you're in Battleroid form and you are underground, and Treble doesn't need to roll it again.
I still get the same.
Good question. I don't know actually. You guys don't have modifiers, so it doesn't affect you.
I don't have modifiers, so it
Does
doesn't
the
affect me then.
VF22 have... What skill was that on?
Holy
I'll
jeez.
message you.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
I rolled a 2 without the extras.
Yeah. Should it have active stealth in Battleroid mode? Yes. Oops. Oh well. Good thing there's not a lot of people down in the underbelly of Island 1. After 45 minutes, because Zen's not really feeling comfortable in stealth mode, she wants to take it a bit slower, you make your way to... I thought that might be the case, thank you, Treble. You make your way to a port or an access chute where you think you will be able to get out where necessary, at least so. You'll be able to get out to the surface at short moment's notice. Just to remind you all that there are a number of passageways and shafts in the belly of Island 1 that allow Valkyries and other large-scale vehicles to fly and move through. Several of them allow access to the interior space of of Unity, so that you can quickly defend the city from any intruders. Got Nicole on there now.
Yeah, sorry about that. I totally thought I wasn't logged in.
That's alright. Sorry, what was that?
No, nothing. Just
And now it's just a matter of waiting. The execution's only scheduled to be around about 20 more minutes from when you arrived. You have no idea where Treble is, you have no idea what he's planning. So far the media isn't showing anything out of the ordinary, so he probably hasn't done anything yet.
Sorry to bother
That's
you.
all right.
Just click the next one for us, please.
Oh, what are you watching?
Phil and thing.
Because you
wherever.
film
Yeah.
location.
I've just been to Marrakesh. See the place.
Right.
Thanks.
That's okay. Okay. Anything you can think of to do in preparation before the 20 minutes before the scheduled execution?
Can actually get in position to take him out if.
No.
I don't.
Whereabouts?
To take who out? To take Treble out?
Whereabouts are you exactly?
Oh, I see. Yes. You cannot break the surface without being seen. You will be able to. I mean, you know Island 1's interior intimately. You'll be able to find a good place pretty quickly once you exit.
Yeah.
But presumably you won't be exiting until everything's gone to hell anyway. So they'll be looking for you. Nicole?
Where are we currently?
You're currently hiding out down the bottom of an access shaft, deep in Island 1, which if you fly up, you'll be able to get straight into the interior space of Island 1.
Right,
The
okay.
airspace.
Because I sort of half missed where we were.
Yep. You're basically inside the bowels of Island 1 with quick access to the airspace. After 20 minutes of waiting, the execution is scheduled to start. You can see the broadcast beginning on your monitors. You go back to message me or something, or are you just waiting for stuff to happen? Oh, you did send me a message. Okay. Okay. Is that ready? I haven't seen it yet. Ah, yes. I know. I should.
There's something wrong with you. Look, this is roughly what I had in mind. Anyway, continue the execution.
Yep.
I've
No,
never
don't
done it yet.
continue the execution. What is this? I am Centradian, what is this?
Yeah, the culture.
Okay. About 10 minutes into it, during this time, an armoured vehicle is brought forth in front of the audience. The military are guarding it. There's a number of there are a number of Valkyries in Battlelord form standing around as guard.
Oh, yay.
3 VF-171 Nightmares and 1 VF-22 Sternbogle.
Yeah.
I love how everybody just looks at me.
That's what you just your eyes narrowed.
I am wary of any shit they might pull.
There are also a few death droids around. A
That
large
wants to
number.
kill me? Yeah.
A large
It's not
number
all
of
about
public.
you, Tanner.
I know, it's all about you, Treble.
Large number of public in attendance as well. It's in a public gathering area, like in a park with not quite a stadium, but a presentation area.
Barbaric.
It is, isn't it? But that was the intent, the purpose of executions. It was a public spectacle.
Yeah, but this is what, the 25th century or something.
24th.
And
No,
people are still
early
using
than that.
force to get what they want.
It's actually
Who
only
the fuck
20
it?
seconds. And actually, no, it's the 21st century. It's 2059. Yeah, so it's only 50 years ahead.
It was several nightmares, 1 and 122, wasn't it?
That's right. The armoured car's sides open to reveal Agent Poirot shackled to a post. At this time, a military officer steps forward and begins reading the list of charges against the accused, and that they have been tried and found guilty. So yes, the condemned is the appropriate word, because yes, the trial has concluded. Suddenly there is a ruckus on the television broadcast, and you see a VF-22 flying overhead into the scene. The VF-22 transforms into battle mode, hovers over the execution area, the arena, and you hear Treble's voice broadcasting to the audience. What does Treble say?
Stop.
Or what?
No, this is, I'm waiting for them to pay attention to you.
Okay,
Which will probably mean, like, missile lock, missile lock, missile lock.
pretty much. Immediately, the Valkyries that are on the ground fly up and move to intercept and engage. This would appear to be your moment, guys.
How far are we from them?
It'll take you about 30 seconds to get up into combat space.
Physical range.
Oh, you are about 600 metres, but through a lot of metal,
You
so I
also
can only
put the
lock
lock on them all, and then we can then just use
It's-
it. It's all shot up.
as you
So,
exit.
what?
Oh no, it's too far through materials to be able to get a lock.
Do we know what squad?
If
Yeah,
you
what
look
was
now
that?
on your, you guys can't get it because there's too much interference. You can see. Actually, I won't tell everyone else what you can see.
I
Fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Nicole's gone.
Alright.
It's because Flynn likes to know his odds going into battle.
Census link?
Simpsons with
Or
is it too late?
We haven't.
You need to get close to the surface before you can do that.
So,
I'm just
So
trying
about
to make
600
a copy.
meters, but through.
Go for it.
Is anyone else
So-
wondering?
while
Regular tea? And it's white and no sugar, right?
while
Have a look at your messages. Surprise, surprise.
Do you want me to choose the cuts that are on here, or
Sorry,
do you want me to choose the cuts here, or?
Yeah, no, I'll list out for you guys.
Oh, cool.
so
Have a think
anyone
about
else
what you do
want
while
drink?
Nicole's occupied.
I'm
And no peeking at the screen either.
I can't read.
At the angle? Good.
No, I can see the word. It's just can't.
Yeah.
It's like Russian.
I can see you all on the screen.
Probably is. So 600 meters, but we're through dense metal.
Yep. You need to be at least 50 metres from the surface before you have a chance of getting any kind of like through that level. Don't forget, 50 metres, that's like
I'm not thinking
3
what.
houses away.
I'm not thinking what.
Okay. What are you thinking?
X2.
Oh, the
Oh,
that's where you try and hack into systems. Is it? Is that that one?
If I jam, does that jam everything around me, which means
Yes. Yes, you can jam as well, yes.
I have a question I forgot to ask earlier.
Yep.
In the shaft we're in,
Mm-hmm.
will they fit the packs that we can attach to our
Yes.
VFs?
Yes, but you'll have to fly one at a time. But yes.
Awesome, I forgot to ask that earlier.
Okay, what pack did you want to bring with you?
The usual one I have.
Which is the intercept pack.
The extra ammo, extra speed
Yep.
one.
Yeah.
The distance question made me remember.
So then normally wears a full pack then, or we would fit in there.
No, that would fit. Because the Rhino fits.
We don't get a pack though. He likes to keep the options open, that's why she wears a full pack.
Yes.
So what have you got in the sense of got the round.
a bit late now, sorry. Pretty much what your character's thinking now is what it's going to be.
It's alright. What's the worst that can happen? He dies.
Where'd that go?
I'm not
There it
sure.
is.
That's 2 for Nicole.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, and 2 for treble.
I don't know what to do.
Right at the moment, there's not much you can do until you decide to fly out.
So we're
have to fly out.
Yeah.
so we're still too far to use the jamming.
No, you can jam here. It'll probably affect all communications within the range, but the range will be significantly reduced because of all the interference. Like it still functions as a interference for jamming as well. The range is dramatically reduced, but your range is kilometres, isn't it?
Rhino's max sensor range, yes.
Yes, and you're only hundreds of metres here, so even at the reduced range, it's going to affect stuff on the surface. Alright, I'm assuming that's the Typhoon Squadron wish to fly to the surface and assist Treble.
Yep.
Okay, can everyone roll coordination except for Treble?
You fail.
Sorry.
Do I need to be coordinated?
Yes, you do.
coordination.
I rolled decent coordination.
Wow.
It's like I've never. If I have it last principle and I leveled it up. Ha! It's wrong.
I said it's probably the way I'm going to say. Just before you activate the jamming, you hear on your comms a call come from Treble. He says, Epsilon Squadron.
Hey, Treble is right here.
Yes. Oh, you want to say it? Okay, go for it. Sorry.
Epsilon Squadron, I've mined this entire area. Scan it if you want, but I want you to know that I can and will blow this entire area to the sky if you do not release our agent to me right now.
Epsilon Squadron?
That's who he addressed, yes.
That's the Nightmare
Oh.
Squadron?
The
It's excellent.
one of the naming conventions for nuns fighters assigned to Unity are the Greek letters of the
Right,
alphabet.
gotcha. Oh, good.
Goggles, is he bluffing or is it?
This is Treble, do you think he's bluffing?
Can you, first of all, Goggles, can you roll your electronic warfare skill? This is for the jamming.
Remember when I got a crit off?
Oh, jeez.
I saw a level
Nice.
up at
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think Treble would bluff.
3, 4.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, if Treble does blow that sky high, how significant damage is that going to be to Unity, to Island 1?
Not very significant,
Okay,
but there would probably be dozens of dead.
including civilian casualties, yeah.
Fascists and
and he's a terrorist.
The civilians may be unwilling victims here.
Participants, yeah.
Collateral damage.
Yes. Okay, so you're all flying up to the surface to try and get out there to assist Treble as fast as possible. As you ascend, Goggles activates his sensor
mission
jam.
already?
Yes. Well, it's pretty much as soon as you heard Treble speaking,
Yeah,
you thought,
alright.
okay, we've got to get out there and help him. You activate your jamming. It works both ways. You now can't see the other planes on your sensors. You can still communicate within your own squadron.
I guess.
Okay. I'll just say this because even though you guys can't see it, you're going to be seeing it in a few seconds anyway. The fighters all rush in to engage with Treble, and they appear not to be taking your demand seriously.
Alright.
Okay, Treble, roll this for me. We're looking for a 1 or a 20.
20.
No, if you get a 1 or a 20, this is the
If
result.
I get up on everything.
Yes. Lucky. Treble detonates some bombs which you can feel and hear go off around you,
Oh, Jesus.
but not on you. Lucky for you guys.
Yeah, GG Treble, just kill your squadron.
Um, You burst out to the surface and you can see pandemonium. Fortunately, the pandemonium isn't the result of bombs going off on the surface. It appears that Treble may have been bluffing, at least to a certain extent, but there were definitely explosions. Perhaps they were elsewhere further down in the island. Treble, you have to deal with 5 incoming fighters before your teammates can assist. I need you to give me... first of all, are you attacking or are you being defensive?
I am defensive.
Okay, can you give me a basic manoeuvres roll, please?
Maybe I put a basic... Oh, there we go.
Because it was a new skill.
As well?
No, the bonus comes to your flying roll. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 die are added to your piloting roll, in addition to the 4 for your manoeuvrability. So you're rolling piloting plus 8.
Awesome! That's double my, there we go.
Hang on, I just need a moment. You can roll that, but I just need a moment before I can tell you what happens. Where is it?
That might be the most dying one after all. Thanks a lot.
I might have to do some shit.
Treble's come a long way. The fact that he's flying defensively now is proof that he's come a long way. Okay,
He needs to live for his father.
8.
Which is
Unless
the
he
average
pulls-
roll.
Unless he pulls heroic sacrifice.
8. Alright. Okay, the stern Vogel, it picks out its 2 gun pods from its legs, brings them up like this, and fires a long burst at you from each. You flip, fly, roll, try to avoid being hit in a very impressive display of piloting, and you manage to avoid being hit. The 4 nightmares hang back slightly and are attempting to get missile lock. One of them does succeed. Everyone else, you can now see what's going on. The armoured car, which was carrying Agent Poirot, has sealed up itself. It's put up the walls again, and it is appearing to try and drive off.
I have a question.
Yep.
How big is the vehicle compared to ours?
Yes. Think of it as a...
Standard APC
Can
lane.
we pick it up?
Think it was like a 4-ton hire truck, you know,
Can
a
we
budget
pick it
truck.
up?
Yeah. you
Yeah.
can pick it up.
Cool.
Standard
Who
APC.
wants to go and hijack the truck for us?
Oh, for crying out.
Do it! Seriously, because if that's going away and we lose sight of it, they've still got him. And this has been for nothing.
If we're going to rescue who's the devil, we're going to have to rescue his dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would just
I
escape
reckon
it all
grab,
over again.
if you can, grab the vehicle.
Yep.
Are we all coordinated?
We are all coordinated.
Yes. Actually, I think they're all rock coordination now, except for Trevor.
Note that you never asked us what our
Yes,
coordination
that's
was
the
last
thing.
time.
What do you mean?
You asked us to
Yeah,
roll, but
we
you
were
never
all
Oh,
asked.
you
coordinated,
are?
so
Oh,
you
okay.
guys fit.
That was when you
It's a lot to keep track of.
Then you got the speciality.
Ah, right.
Oh, I got a,
You got
I
a...
got a one-off predictions.
4.
Okay, 4 and
That's it.
first
3.
3. Coordinations 5 and
That's actually one of my very few good rolls.
2.
I normally really fail at coordination.
Oh wait.
Oh, yeah, well, you're
that
doing
was sorry,
wrong.
that was my last roll.
Okay, no, a new coordination roll, please.
So these roll.
Okay, because the plan is...
That's an interesting idea.
Grab the airplane.
And this is
Grab-
for some interesting
Yeah.
role playing here, Treble.
It's another.
Okay.
Grab the armor car.
Okay,
I'm a
no
natural leader.
We'll start locking everything on site.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys have got a lock because you guys have got the awesome systems to do it.
Yep.
That leaves...
And we'll pass.
I would be inclined then, because Zen is the better gun skills, to have her
Yep.
on attacking and defending Treble as well.
Alright, so then I'm
And we
assuming
can
he's going to
still
find
pass-
somebody to
and we
shadowy
can-
to try and get a brace.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And we can still pass
Because,
off the trouble.
yeah, because her skills at
Well,
shooting.
I'm not
Yep.
coordinated.
Alright, so
So
while
I've got the interceptor pack, I might as well try and get the vehicle.
Yep,
And
okay.
get Treble stab.
You won't do anything this round because you're flying full speed towards the vehicle.
Because if we lose that van, this is all for nothing.
Yep, you're also going to be trying your best not to
Get
throw
hit.
any engine wash on any of the public or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that. I don't need you to tell me that. Goggles is going to be doing his best to get locks on all the
Sorry,
enemies.
guys. This is for your
Once you achieve
benefit.
that, I would also suggest you have an opportunity here for a level 3.
So
Level
I just pictured one of the Macross things with that hat.
While he's getting his locks, you can fire your cannon. So, or your other weapons as well. I mean, you actually don't have a cannon and missile, don't you?
Do you have Valkyrie rather
I've got a
than...
huge
God
cannon.
damn.
At least oh, that's the thing. Good that
There it is.
thing.
Did you
I
have
love-
lasers or anything? I can't remember.
I've got him on lanes, but I fire backwards.
Ah, okay, yeah. So you've got your fuse cannon.
That
That's
shit is.
your only
Take us out.
only thing. So you can fire with that.
Right.
Okay.
That's lovely because we have that on video now.
Now what? The kissy kissy.
I might have laughed when I was drinking and spilled my
sweet.
coffee a bit.
That's alright. I'm hoping to get after the next session with Joe.
And apparently destroyed
don't,
part of my
don't,
shit.
don't wipe that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do all new character sheets when Jody joins.
Okay.
The next session will just be not so much
Next
game,
Tuesday?
just planning. Next Tuesday.
Sweet.
Or coming Tuesday. You can immediately attempt to fire. You can immediately attempt to get lock. You need a round to find and brace. Find the location and brace. So give us a perception roll. And Nicole,
Yo.
Flynn is giving a round to closing. So give us a piloting roll, please.
Would that be search?
Yes.
I just leveled up to
I want
Very good. You want to...
So perception's
Okay.
actually more right.
I'll let you choose in this case.
I don't know.
Which guy looks like
Actually, no, it's the same guy. It's the same guy.
That would be the stern boat.
It's search.
I'll shoot at him then.
Okay.
Same guy.
Wait. 2, 4, 6, 8,
Give us a perception roll.
9, and if we just plus 2 from this one. Maneuverability plus 5! Woo! Awesome.
2.
My
Okay.
hands are not this big.
Line out your gun sight on the stern vogel, you see a flash of colour, and it looks like it's bearing the Cross Squadron logo.
Oh, shit.
Give us your roll for lock.
4, 6.
Oh, okay, sorry, let me just quickly.
I thought they would stop me trying to shoot him.
This would be. That.
How difficult is catching the van?
No, not difficult.
Not difficult. Awesome.
There you go.
So 6 is okay.
Oh, you've changed it. Oh, good.
Back on desktop.
Alright.
It's true.
I'm using the roll roller. Or whatever roller you linked to go to. For missile lock.
Oh, did I give you a thing for this unlock?
No, the roll you gave me.
Oh, okay, cool. That all still works properly, I hope.
I just need good. Thank you for making clear the roles and not the W's. Because who wants to type in all
Yeah,
that?
I
It does
totally
work.
planned to do that.
Thank you. Oh, pardon me. Okay.
Oh, right, good track and right now.
This might take me a moment. Once I've got it set up, I won't have to do much else. So.
Oh, okay, no, good.
Okay. So what did Treble? What are you going to do this round? You're going to start to engage. This is the same round as what everyone else was just doing because you had a first round when no one else did anything.
I've got a missile lock on me.
You've got yes, missile lock on you.
We can tell which
Mhm.
ship. Yeah. Gonna fly down the motherfucker's throat.
Awesome. So, bang, bang, bang. Hands on. Okay. Give us a polling roll. And an attack roll for melee combat. Okay. What was your attack roll? 2? Okay. That was a miss, unfortunately. What were your lock rolls?
4, 6, 3, 6, 3, 7, 3, 6.
Alright, hang on. I'll just have to go through this. 4, 3. Sorry, first 2 were 4.
4, 6.
Yep,
As
next
they
2.
see the
Three,
Cross
six.
Squadron logo, please
Yep.
do not
3,
want.
7.
Yep, next one.
3, 6.
Yep, and next one.
6, 4.
Okay, you got lock on all 5.
Hey.
Hey.
That's 2, 4, 5 on the piloting roll.
5 in total.
Hmm. 6 on the piloting roll.
Okay.
It's
And
exceptionally exceptional.
melee combat is
You get any bonuses to your ship for that?
Melee, no. Because you can only engage in melee when you're in battle mode, and battle mode doesn't have any little bonuses.
4 on the melee.
Okay. You fly in, the fist back rear, the punch. You engage and basically stumble into at the same time and punch this poor VF-171 who can't get out of the way quick enough. However, the VF-22 does swing around and manage to get a beat on you, and it lands 2 long bursts on you. That is...
So it was one of the nightmares treble punch.
Yeah.
10.
Headbutted.
Okay, you take 80 points damage from that.
Shield?
Yeah, do you want to roll shields? Actually, no shields, because
You're too
she
busy
engaged in
punching.
melee combat.
Bit busy. You know, the main body
Yep,
has 80 hit points.
it should be 400.
Yeah.
You're looking at an old copy of the sheet. You're looking for one that looks like this.
It's alright. I'm
Well,
not using mine at the moment.
You can throw it, yeah, because she's in the Excel, what's that
That's a
called?
VF-22. Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, you're in the VF-22.
Yeah, I'm playing the VF-19.
Yep.
What's the number of the nightmare again?
Once and
The
more.
number of
171, yeah. VF-171. Yes, and its call sign is, B666. No. Okay, you missed, you got Locke, you found a good place to hide. Nicole, you managed to fly into a place where you can land and pick up the truck. You land basically in front of it. You come under a lot of small arms fire from a lot of the soldiers on the ground firing at you.
Mosquito bites.
Pretty much. But you also notice that 3 of the destroyers that were standing around are now turning around and lining up fire on you.
Okay.
They don't seem to care that their own people are going to be in the wash for this.
Alright.
So this next round you can pick it up and run. Okay, next round. Firing again?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yep.
No, we'll do
Try
it
to
in a
scare
second.
along.
You can farm locks off to everyone if you want, except for Treble. You can use your missiles if you want too, because you're going to get a
You're
lock.
right there. You'll be safe.
Everyone, you have lock if you wish, except for Treble.
I'm sorry, we're just talking about playing rugby with trebles now. You go along with that.
You would always remember opponent of wearing your seatbelt while in a movie.
That's right,
Oh
Okay, so you all have a missile lock, you can fire the missiles if you want. Okay?
Sorry, what?
You all have a missile lock, you can fire if you want. Naki, what is Goblins going to do this round? I recommend the X3.
Can I launch and use the X3 or just one of those? One per round.
Remind me. The X3 is where you try to take over the menu, right?
Yeah.
Yep, you can do that against one of the Nightmares, I'd recommend. I wouldn't suggest going against the VF-22, because the Nightmare has a much weaker computer than the VF-22. Did I say Nightmare? Is it Nightmare?
Yeah,
or-
Nightmare.
They're called Nightmare.
The nightmare is what nuns use.
The
Yeah.
VF-22 is a named NPC.
It's going to hopefully get a couple of bullets in the head.
I was gonna say it's for the whole
For the Rhino?
climactic mystery factor.
We
all know what it's gonna be.
10. Piercing doesn't say, does it? Okay, just quickly, what does the... Oh, okay, yeah, you've got 10 launches.
It's like a
Times
little
10. You can
Well,
launch 10
that
at the same
solves
time.
it. It has to be Hawk.
They're basically 10 tubes.
He uses those dirty
And each
tactics.
tube has got 10 missiles.
It's going to be sniping.
You know, each one has 10 missiles.
Yeah, so you can
Start
launch
again
10
from the
waves
shadows.
of 10.
Oh.
So a tube can only launch one
Remember
missile.
was that last time we got him caught in the face, didn't
Like-
she?
Do you follow?
Yeah.
He's
No,
got
I
a
mean,
he's got a
I've got 10 launches.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah!
Each
After
launch
this,
can
we're going to
launch
sky
one.
One at a round.
It's going to be
And it has a
tension, but the
capacity
toast
of
like
10
tension.
Or he's
missiles.
going to have an
Oh, okay, right.
So you can fire continuously
He just needed a gun
all
to build and
launches
come back with a
for
mask.
10 rounds.
Okay.
Could be Zex Marquis from the next part of the series.
That's which target.
Actually, probably more appropriate, Mula Flaga
guy
from
that
Seed Destiny,
we-
because he's
Storm
got the
Boat.
scar
Yeah.
as well.
Yep. Alright. Luke, what's Zen going to do this round?
She doesn't like this VF-22 that is shooting at Treble.
Yep,
She
okay.
needs to protect Treble or rescue him, so
Yep.
and then fire a couple of shots. Hey?
Okay. Gotcha. Nicole, you're.
Yep.
Hopefully give him more scars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Treble is going to pick up the van and go where? Do what?
Treble is going to pick up the van.
Sorry, Flynn.
I am.
You're going to be doing that
Yeah,
even
you know.
afterwards.
Yeah, I
Flynn is going to pick up the van and
GTFO.
GTFO down the shaft.
Yeah, down the
and
shaft.
Basically,
well, his thinking is get the vehicle, get it down the shaft,
it's
free
treble
his dad.
bait.
Yep.
You've got the treble bait. You're wanting to
Yeah,
rescue
come on,
Treble.
Travis, let's go.
Hey!
Okay, and Mackie, what are you going to do?
Basically get it to safety, and then he can go back in and assist the others.
Alright.
I've got a new Tom screen, so I can have fun.
Yes. What's Colin's going to be? You going to try and hack their nightmare?
I
Yeah, I'm
was
gonna
say
have
sound
to-
like you got a good roll.
I'm gonna play with the nightmare.
Everyone give me your initiative rolls, please.
Wait, which is initiative
Roll followed by the fire control of your weapon.
again?
Yay!
Sorry,
Yay!
Hey!
Oh, wow!
I think that's the first time we've ever had a round we've had two criticals in the same roll as a
I
five
think
or
so,
five.
yeah.
Falling down.
Okay. Plus the rate of fire.
I got a one-off critical.
Nice. Sorry?
Plus the rate of fire.
And no, the fire control.
Hey!
Well done.
What's my specialty is the next question.
Your specialization, your. Oh.
What about the fire control? Nice, there you go.
Do you have any specializations in that already?
I don't think it's like
Rugby. Specialization rugby.
Van rugby.
What's the fire control with this?
0.
fire control is definitely 0. So.
Yep. I'm trying to think. Specialization for picking up the van while in battle mode and flying away.
Rugby.
Rugby. Van rugby. Battle road rugby.
Oh, we were going to make a cuppa, so would anyone like cuppas?
I've got one, thanks.
Started the first round
How you
already.
going?
No, thank you.
Too busy.
I'm thinking. No, I don't want to thank you.
Running with objects is a really
Yeah,
poor
that's not a good specialization.
item.
It should be something more general.
Do you want to pick, alright, or do you want to, that'll be right.
Stuff
Movement under fire.
Movement under fire.
Luke, what was Zen's rolls?
Yeah, so I took it out.
3.
So
Just one, or
it's-
you were firing one
Do you know
shot?
what, two?
Big
There's
one.
another card under the
Yep.
card.
And 3 was. Oh, that was right, initiative.
I
My
took it
mistake.
out.
Can everyone roll your action rolls then, please?
It's sort of
In that case, it's attack, hack, fly.
Do I get the
Attack.
plus one?
Alright, yeah.
For
So
the.
Dragon
Oh.
Have I actually got one critical? I got one critical one. For my dragon up against.
Yes, that's right.
Electronic warfare.
Right.
Modified by the.
Yeah, on the last.
Yeah, I know, I just want to set a condition.
Oh wait, Battle Royale doesn't have the bonus.
No,
does
no,
it?
No.
One, two,
I thought that's Flynn.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I went down. Yeah, well,
Cover
the
these
shape all in and inside.
If you can score a hit in a heroic
Oh jeez,
way,
I really thought that was close.
then you can have a 10 on that skill. That skill.
Oh, right.
It has to be a creative way for you to take a shot that hits a target
The white one's like
in a heroic way. I'll let you think of how to do that. If I think it's sufficiently heroic, then I'll grant you 10 on that skill.
Well, that shape all they have inside.
It doesn't have to be a hit that's a very high accuracy line. Like, you don't have to shoot between the eyes. It could be that she jumps in front of the physical target and fires, or something like that. It's an action rather than
So
a...
not this one.
Not this one, no.
Yeah.
Unless you can think of a heroic way to do a great shot with the three.
And I also critique
Shot at an
this.
evil villain.
That's not any more heroic than any other shot you're taking.
Yeah.
Just out of interest,
Yes?
what's the computer weapon? What's the computer score of the one
Of the nightmare?
of the nightmare?
It is,
That's maybe like the one more went down when he was doing something.
it is 3. And I can actually work out this skill stat, so I can figure out what your electronic warfare is, because it's electronic warfare plus a roll of 3, modifier of 3.
In
The
their
modifier,
case,
are you rolling as a modifier, your computer power, or are you rolling it as a bonus? Because you roll your electronic warfare plus
electronic warfare modified by power.
modified. Okay, so
So-
this is modified by power as
So
well.
what is that? So do I still roll with?
You're rolling the power as dice rather than adding it as a whole value.
That's shit.
Yeah.
So it's not that roll plus whatever your power is. It's that roll plus that many dice of your power.
It was like
Okay.
trees mugs got
So if I roll power and then add them,
No, you're just if it was if it wasn't a modifier, if it was a bonus, it'd be that roll plus
what's that?
that is so 7. But it's not plus 7; it's plus 7 dice. So it's a modifier. You're rolling them all together. Okay, I know you don't follow me, but just roll all those dice together. Sorry, mate, I'm only thinking. Okay, is there? What's your electronic warfare skill?
Seven.
So what's your electronic warfare skill? Your base skill?
7.
7. And what's yours?
I have this one.
Okay. Alright, figured out what they are. Okay. The difference is 4. 5. So what can you do with a difference of 5?
Control engines, disable weapon. Wait. Difference of 5.
Yes. So their roll was 2. You rolled 7.
I rolled 9.
Oh, you rolled 9. Then the difference is 7. So what can you do with a difference of 7? Everything?
You can take control of the
You might need this. It's yours now.
Which one did you grab control of?
The one you didn't punch in the face, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Well, that's
I was hoping to have that in the moment.
Oh, true,
soon.
yeah.
Okay, so we now have one less enemy. Because you're coordinated, you all know which is now a ghost fighting on your side under the control of goggles.
You know, actually, you know what would really piss Hawk off? Take control of his shit.
That's the reason we picked 171.
Yeah.
Because Hawk's, if it's Hawk, his electronic warfare and computer power is probably significantly higher than the
Yeah, I
Nightmare's.
suppose.
So he's not likely to be able to get a control.
No, it'd just be really funny though.
Yes, okay.
It's like how the bosses.
Give us a piloting roll.
I mean your base
So you're
pilot.
the action roll. So okay. We'll go down issues. So
I rolled a 6 on my piloting.
okay, we'll get this. So then we'll get an issue of 10, 9, 8, 7.
Yeah.
7. Okay, you get your attack first. So give us your hit. Or will you get roll? 4. Okay.
And I am launching 10 micro-missiles in this kill.
Oh, okay, yes, okay. You launch your 10 micro missiles, they leave a trail of dust and gas and smoke, and your vision is temporarily blinded, but you can see all going off at once, heading towards the Macross Squadron fighter. Do you want to do that now?
Well,
Okay.
that's why.
I mean, these
Oh,
guys
yeah.
are
Hovering.
hovering. The dying, you need to. Yes.
Yes, we have a special delicacy for us tonight.
Actually, let me take the
Oh yeah, you need to.
rest of the
Take it off here.
No, but I'm just
okay.
loosening it so
Take
it
a look.
can actually.
It's a surprise. Gonna take it off for
Take that off.
No, that's alright. I was hoping for it to match the perfect number of taking it on.
Yes, that's me.
So, only one thing that this could possibly be.
No!
Did you get the reference?
Yes, yes I do.
Pineapple.
That's awesome.
Oh.
So that means someone's going to die, right?
Yes.
You want to take another shot?
Is that your camera?
I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. She's
Pardon
happy.
me.
We have it back for
Okay, okay. The enemy fighter engages immediately in evasive maneuvers because he was aware of the lock. Okay? Yes. Initiative of 6, 5.
Yeah.
Okay. You successfully take control of the enemy the enemy fighter.
Yeah, what I just give you.
At the same time, one of the enemy fighters attacks Treble.
Yes.
Can you just look? Can you give Treble a piloting roll for us? Actually, no, a dodge roll, a melee dodge, because he's in melee combat mode, so not
Lay
in
all your
pilot
pineapple
mode.
on the dish with your cooking.
No modifiers.
Yeah, and pour your sponge all over it. Yeah.
Well, actually, you
Actually, I didn't use this for one
grease it with
moment.
butter first. Yes. Put a layer of brown sugar and then the,
Well, it's just one of the
pineapple. That way it's all caramel.
Sorry?
Yeah.
One of the nightmares, yeah.
It's been all her luck. No.
And all,
So you roll three.
You can
Okay.
just see in the video.
Just cut off.
Cooking.
Treble.
I got me one. I
I'll
got
let you
me
get
one.
back.
I got me one.
and all you hear from the speakers is like just going, nice work.
Yeah,
High batter, so it's not as high as a cake. But
I did your plane. I was.
Having your nightmare piloting your ship.
You're having fun, aren't you, with this?
What are you going to
It's the fly
chef?
not this. I didn't like the way they produced it.
You only should
But without the danger of getting the cockpit himself.
I should also mention it's a minus 2 to everything you do because you control it remotely. So it's difficult.
You have yourself an RC here.
What did you see? He's just yes.
Yeah.
An
I think you
RC.
can use it to fight against the enemy as well.
But I didn't
If you do really badly, which you probably will, you could probably message the Guinean government and say, I'm your worst nightmare.
Is it actually terrible that I would expect something like that to be in Macross? Like that kind of comment?
I want Sefie to hear that fun.
What was that?
Oh, because when Goggles takes over the nightmare, he's at minus 2 for everything because he's doing it remotely. I said, you probably do really badly. I said, you should message the Unity government and say, I'm your worst nightmare.
Terrible. That joke's
It's recorded forever on
We're
here.
making cakes and not
And audio.
providing them.
It's the most fun I've ever seen had to go.
So what did you put in as well? Cherries?
I had me a plane.
Just some glass
So what
egg
happens
cherries.
if people give you jet button?
The object is pilot the final crash.
Then you still can't one for everyone?
What happens if
No,
I?
because
What happens if I
control-
fly
control
underneath the
the
VF-22? Then hit the inject button.
2, 4.
It depends on the, how it's moving, how the VF-22 is moving.
Now,
The VF-2 is still moving, 15 is still moving, so I can probably get away.
It doesn't have.
But we'll wait for
to then make a
6.
bite. I think that one.
They've all got good amounts of time.
My diners gets extra pineapple.
Does anyone not want whipped cream?
No, I'll have some, but not too
Not
much.
much.
I need
Which one's yours, Naomi?
Probably clumped in.
I'll need lots of time.
That one.
This song's
If you want to dig off the pineapple on mine, you can.
I'll have to play that later on.
Because I really don't. I like the flavour, but I don't like
The
pineapple.
extras.
So if you want to do that now, it saves me doing it later.
Oh, okay.
You sure? Was it the, did you say it was
Yeah, he
clouds
actually
turning to
doesn't
fire?
like pineapple.
He's going to scrape
No,
it
destroys.
off the
Destroyed, sorry, not clouds.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you remember what that looked like?
No.
I'll find out I'll call the picture for you.
There you go.
And I'll send you the link to the picture rather than having to turn the screen around because I don't want to.
Fill it up.
Oh, that is
Extra
fine.
cream.
No,
We'll show me
And for afters, we have mum and dad make fudge and salad up in
Right.
So
Queensland.
there's ginger, mint, and caramel.
It's delicious.
I just have
If
it
you
in
like
little
fudge.
ginger's interesting.
Actually, I should
Well, what's
specify
your-
the Cheyenne destroys.
Very nearly done.
Is it unplugged?
Oh, right.
And they're about 2/3 of your height.
Okay.
So they're not small.
Not our height either.
If Neil was
No,
concerned
but they
about
have
having a
three
bald
different guns
spot,
on each arm.
he's got that in the wrong
Seem to
location.
only be done.
Yes, pretty much.
Yes.
Sorry, what was that?
If you're concerned about having a bald spot, you got that in the wrong
Yeah.
location.
Like I said, I wasn't concerned. I don't care. I shall bald gracefully. I'm allowed to eat this because I'm immune to the effects. I'm the GM.
I got a pineapple straight.
Flynn suddenly was very nervous.
That was really a trick. I got a
It's
pineapple
not-
straight off mine.
Uh-huh.
It's Ozma all over again.
Maybe Zen doesn't get killed today. By the way, I haven't ignored your suggestions. I just may or may not use them.
That was a ginger.
That one's ginger, that's caramel, that's mint.
Your response time could be
I know. I'm sorry. I also didn't want to give too much away.
That's really nice.
When you have the proper slice, you get the fresh, you know, little
Oh, yeah,
cups of
fudge.
ginger. It's just that they're small. Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely. I expected it to really have a very strong bite to it.
Yeah,
It's
Which is what I
interesting.
like.
This is really,
But
really
it's
good.
really, really
When
nice.
Nanny There's goes for something about holiday,
Mm.
I'll send back her selection because we do macadamia.
I don't know, Macross Unity kind of broke that because Ozma didn't die.
That was the biggest troll.
It really was.
The whole way through, they were doing all the tropes of the character's going to die. They did the flashbacks, they did
Yeah.
the loving close-ups, they did the dramatic speeches, everything.
No.
And he didn't die.
Yeah.
We usually sell it, well, like in a piece, like little blocks, you know, and they get little nice little pieces of
Right. Can we continue? Sorry, we just have limited time tonight.
This is lovely.
Okay,
Thanks.
Did I kill it? Thank you.
no.
Lovely.
You did land a hit though,
Yeah,
but at the same time as you landing a hit, you notice that
whatever fruit you can choose,
the
whatever
VF-22
fruit you've got.
is flying straight towards you.
Apricot, pear.
You're locked in combat. You can't do anything about it. It flies directly between you and an incoming wave of missiles.
It's fresh, couldn't you?
Can you roll damage for those missiles, please?
It's very even.
Where did those come from?
They came from, well, you don't know yet. Zen, your shot missed, unfortunately.
What did I roll?
You rolled 3. Didn't you?
No, but it's,
Oh,
it's
three is-
okay. I rolled 2 by 4.
Wait.
But yeah.
I thought,
3
oh,
was initiative.
right. What were your rolls, please?
4 and 4.
4 and 4. Let me just check.
Most likely that makes.
Indeed they did, I'm sorry.
But I knew you didn't know what my.
I tell you what though, if because of your initiative, if that roll was high enough, you may well have hit. Yep.
Just to make sure I get this right for the guys.
Yep.
Trevor's locked in combat with a nightmare.
Yep. Hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand combat. The VF-22 just flew directly at him and is now in the path of the
No,
miss.
it has now put treble in the path of the missiles. Like he's using treble as a battle shield.
Yes, he said that the wrong way
Right.
around.
Oh, did
He
I?
meant-
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because the way it sounded to me was like he floated in between the missiles to shield Treble.
That's what he said, but
Right.
I intended to say that he is using treble as a battle shield. And the VF-22 is in battle mode now too.
I don't know.
Right.
Okay. It's the same recipe you did.
It's
I
also
found
not
in the drawer this
do you know
best
what
No.
I'm making?
banana cake.
But anyway,
the one
um,
being the one you did. I used to put everything
That's
in
what,
and
28.
yeah. Oh, that was nice.
Where's the roll? So,
10D times 4.
so roll 10 times.
I used three
And you know what would be
Times
handy
4.
right
Then we'll
now?
follow the top by 10.
If this were an anime, it'd be the flashbacks of the last time she
I
tried
can
to
never get this
missiles.
one right.
You know,
So I rolled 10 dice.
Yep.
And I got a 7.
Yep.
So what now?
So 10 dice for what?
That's, you said roll damage, and that's,
Oh, 10, alright, so you multiply that by 4.
yeah, so 28.
That's the damage for one missile. You 5 10, so it's 280 points damage. Okay? Of that 280 points damage, treble absorbs 150 points.
But hang on, all of them,
There's a blast radius.
you,
Treble is close enough that he gets caught up in the blast, but as does the enemy.
Yeah, the VF-22 and the Nightmare.
But the damage was split between them.
That was 120.
150 points. Do you mind taking it?
Ginger, mint, and
Really nice. I'm just putting this on the main body.
Yes, that's right. Unless there's a call shot against you, it's always against the main body. What are you down to?
170.
Mm-hmm.
But hang on, you said split the damage. It's not 280.
I didn't say it was an image split.
So she got 100% and he got 0.
She got, it was 280 points total, right? She got 150 points off that.
Ah, sorry, I didn't
It's
hear you
harvest
say.
anyway.
Yeah.
It's an area effect damage.
Yeah. She didn't get the full amount because they hit the target mostly. But the target didn't get the full amount because the target was using him as a shield.
Go on bed.
Yeah, sorry, I just didn't hear you.
No, that's okay.
If you haven't watched. Let's see one.
Flint, you managed to successfully grab the van. You are flying off now, but you have come under fire. What was your piloting roll?
6 from memory.
6, okay. Now, you are now in Jerwalk mode, because you're trying to fly, but you also need your hands. You normally get a +2 modifier for your maneuverability, because you get a less maneuverability in Jerwalk, but not even less in Battleroid. But because you have the van, that was a -2 for carrying the van as well. So you're just basically rolling your piloting skill. And your piloting roll is what, sorry? Remind me again?
This much is good.
6, okay. You, this is different, okay.
Can I get my shield up?
If you're hit, you can.
You really come see us.
Okay, you managed to avoid being hit by any of the targets, and you think you now have a clear flight through to the access chute.
Okay.
So you think you're in the clear. What are you going to do with your nightmare?
Did you get onto aware that it's been possessed? That the one of his
You don't know. You can't tell what the pilot's mental state is.
There's no evidence that he does.
No. Okay.
Can I pass lock to
it might
A lock. You've already passed lock to
everyone?
Yeah.
might be a bit of a surprise.
Anyone can take one of those locks at any time they want.
I'm thinking passing it to the VF-121 so the 121 can shoot.
No, not possible.
Not possible.
No. That doesn't have the lock system installed anyway.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. Oh.
I'll let you think about that. Zen, what are you going to do?
Next round?
Yeah.
I'll probably just do the same thing because that's what she knows.
Okay, but this is a struggle here. They're fighting hand to hand up close.
Oh wow, this very this was heroic.
Do you want to try a called shot? Do you want to try a called shot on the enemy target? Yeah. Try hacking at their head. Okay. If you successfully hit this one called shot, then you will get a 10 on your next roll. Or
That's
future
really
rolls.
nice, Sefie.
So she waits until trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trevor's got coordinates.
Also
So
that case.
there's 2 VF-22s, but they're different paint colours, so you can tell them apart easily enough. It'll be a -4 to hit the head, because it's a small target. But that shouldn't be too difficult once you've got all your modifiers in.
Wow.
And also, they're still, so.
That's my modifier.
Yep.
Just a straight roll.
Trevor, what do you want to do this round? You're sort of sandwiched between 2 Valkyries now, 2 Battleroids in the air.
Is the one I'm punching responding?
Yeah, he's punching back. At the moment, he hasn't managed to land a hit.
Then I keep punching him.
Okay, cool.
Which one? Pepper.
This is, I mean, it sounds kind of, okay, I'll keep punching, it sounds really daggy, but this is epic stuff. There's going on in the air. There's jets firing down to keep you in the air. You're tumbling over each other, biffing, bashing.
Am I in a
Yeah,
position?
if we don't seriously...
Even if you could, that wouldn't affect it, because all it'll do is lose its senses.
Which is the one?
Give that a shot.
Which is the one that she's in? Which is the best one to hit?
For you to hit. The greater threat to her is probably the VF-22 because it's behind her.
Yeah, look, if this doesn't inspire a new generation of rebels, seriously.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just going to keep hitting him until he stops moving.
Would you want to try and rip its head off? You can do that if you want.
Do it!
Yep, okay, just give us a regular attack roll. Alice, what's Elwood going to do this round? You can continue with the lock that you've got because you didn't destroy the target. But don't forget that you are also firing towards treble.
Can I move?
You can swap lock to another one.
Can we fly closer
To do what?
to like? Because I'm going to shoot against one, so like.
You are coordinated and you know that Zen is taking a shot at the VF-22.
Okay, I'll move closer so that the next round I can help, but not get in the way.
So you're going to close to melee range but not attack this round.
Yeah.
Do you also want to fire some missiles as you do so?
I'd rather fire my gun rather than.
But you have locks. And you can change your lock to one of the other VF-171s.
They're not bothering us at the moment.
They probably will. And actually, no, they have also been firing on treble.
Okay.
Except for the one that's controlled.
Yes. There's 4 nightmares. One's controlled, one's in hand-to-hand combat. The other 2 are taking pot shots.
Oh, yeah, let's.
So you change your lock?
Yeah.
Okay, and launching missiles. Alright, give us a missiles roll. Give you an attack roll. What's oh, actually, everyone give me initiative as well first. What's Flynn doing this round?
Am I going down the shaft?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to check on? I mean, you can fly to the bottom. Well, you can fly to a safe place out of firing range now and put him down if you want. Do you want to check on him? Make sure he's okay.
I do want to check on him. Yeah.
Alright, you'll need to rip off the outer covers of the thing for that. So give us a
Critical fail.
just a dexterity roll for that. Okay, so you're attempting for initiative. Okay, you go last.
Am I in the shaft though? Wouldn't that be safe to do in the shaft?
You are in the shaft now.
Oh, cool.
You
Awesome.
managed to fly there. Treble, what was your attack roll?
6.
She tried. Oh, we'll do initiative first, didn't we?
Initiative is 4.
4. Alright, we'll start at the top. Initiative 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh shit, I didn't roll initiative, sorry.
That's alright. They don't need to actually for your actions, you don't need
You're
to.
not in combat.
So initiative of 5 for anyone? Okay. The VF-22 puts its gun pod square in Treble's back and fires. Cannot miss.
You.
It fires a long burst.
That's going to leave a mark.
You can still eject.
Okay, you take 105 points damage.
I'm still alive! I feel fine. I feel happy.
Sorry, 110 points damage, not 105. 110. What have you got left?
60.
60 points. Okay. A couple of the rounds actually penetrate the cockpit and your instruments spark and spray and you get a couple of scratches on your cheek from flying shrapnel, but Treble just ignores it and okay, initiative of 5, 4?
Yep.
Okay. Rip its head off, give us a roll. What was you've launched your missiles off, give us a pile and you roll to close. 6? You rip its head off. And you throw it away. It's Treble's getting bloodlust at the moment. And in fact now
the cockpit coming hanging down from it.
No.
Spinal cord.
No. Treble, from now on, you have discovered in yourself a bloodlust, and in any melee rolls, you get +2.
Dude.
He's gone all over.
In fact, for the first time in your life, you feel like a Zentradi warrior. Luke, what was your attack roll?
5.
Sorry, where's your initiative roll? 4. Okay. Anyone else get 5?
No one got
No. Oh, so you all got 4. Okay. You hit.
Oh, yay.
Roll damage.
This was to the head, too.
It was.
It was the 22 final triple, right?
10
The
to
gun
Yes.
pod.
Yes.
times 10. That's the time to roll something.
What did you get?
50 to the head.
Cool. You take its head off. The VF-22 is now without sensors. I mean, it has visual, but it's without any electronic sensors. And it's an awesome, epic shot. The 3 of them are rolling around in midair. They're hard to shoot. Bang! Head rip off.
Headshot, yes.
In the space of 5 seconds, the 2 Valkyries in the air surrounding Treble have lost their heads. Incoming to the one of the nightmares, a stream of missiles that all impact. Give us a damage roll.
Right.
7 dice, multiply the results by 100.
Don't mean I get that 10
Not by 100, sorry.
No, it's 10 times 4.
Oh, sorry. So basically it's 4 times 100. No, it's not. You're right. Sorry. 10 times 4 times 10.
Too many freaking numbers.
Yeah, I know, but you've got to have those big numbers for the big scores, big damage. So what did you say?
I get that 10.
You got that 10. You have now a sniping at 10. And congratulations to Luke for the very first character ever to get a 10.
That's 40.
And now we get a shoot.
Wait, no.
That was, you're on force, that's 40. And 40 times 10 is 400 points.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes, it is. I'm not sure how last time you got 28. But
7.
No.
7 times 4?
Yeah, that's right.
where'd the 7 come from?
So I'm rolling 4, so it's 4 times 4.
4 times 4, 16, 160 points damage.
Yeah.
Thanks for the correct Alright. You
Heads will roll.
cause it to lose focus and attention elsewhere. It's looking towards you now.
I missed
No.
three.
Okay,
But
good.
that's good. Nicole,
Yo,
Triple rips off the shielding the armour of the van.
Lynn rips off the armor.
And
Okay.
Poirot's not there.
Wait, what?
What?
It's empty.
What?
What?
It's empty. He's not there. No one else knows this, of course.
This is supposed to be full.
Alright, come on guys, it's 9:30. I want to get
So
this
there's
finished.
no one in there. No place he...
Just the driver. Who's being knocked unconscious now. It's empty.
And the driver's not him?
No, the driver's not him.
Okay.
No, you'd be quite easy to tell if it was him. It'd be a little. I wonder where he's gone. Time to use the little grey cells. I know about that Poirot reference. Okay, it's the next round. Things are getting really messy here now. What's everyone going to do? Shoot again. Okay.
I'm going to use Nightmare for Shoot.
The cockpit's tricky because it's between. It's on the chest, and he's holding Treble on at his chest. So that's a really, really tricky shot.
A headless VF-22 is hanging on to me.
Yes, it's grappling with you. It's using
That's creepy.
it is
That
creepy.
is creepy.
That's very wrong.
So we've got one
Actually
BF.
have the head.
So we've got one Nightmare.
Sorry? No, I don't. I should.
So we have one Nightmare in that melee tree.
Yes. You've got the nightmare you're controlling. Actually, it's the end of the round, you get to add your action. What do you want to do with your nightmare?
Shoot the other Nightmare.
Yep, okay. Give us an attack roll at -2, plus whatever modifiers there are for the weapon that you're
Fire
using.
January, was it?
Yes, Fighting Array. What weapon are you using?
I am using.
You've got
I'm
two gun
using-
pods which are mounted on the wings, or you've got a single gun pod which you carry in its hands. Oh, sorry, a pair of gun pods which you carry in its hands.
I am using the machine gun short rest.
Okay, that's at no modifier, so you're at -2 to your roll. And its defense is. Okay, that.
So it's my fighter ability skill minus
Yep.
2.
Yep, it is. And that's 3. Okay, your shots missed it, but it's a bit confused now. It doesn't know why are you firing on me. So it's pausing for this round. Okay?
If I
So
know the
this
night-
guy's no longer attacking Treble. The one you're attacking.
The match
The one that you're attacking is no longer attacking Treble because it's confused what's going on. So now there are only the two that are at Treble that are attacking Treble, and they have been partially disabled. So Treble might come out of this alive.
I got a 2 flying into my close melee.
Yes, you are now within melee range of the melee going on in mid-air. What do you want to do?
I'm going to try and rip the VF-22 off Treble.
Okay, Zen, what are you going to do? You're going to take another single pair of shots.
They're vulnerable. Maybe she'll actually go for any nightmares that are just standing around.
There's 2 nightmares, and they are standing around. They have been previously firing against the Treble, but you now know that they've been distracted by the Rhino.
Yeah, well, I may as well take them out. They're probably easier.
Okay, yep, you can do that.
Like the same for 1 and 2 shots.
I have
Yep.
a question. On the roof I ripped off, or on the floor of the van or anything like that, is there any sort of transmitting device?
It would take you a bit of a while to do that, to check for that.
It's got a radio inside.
Well, no. What I mean is, he's not in the van. He was in the van. Is it a setup? Was the holographic projection of him and him not actually in there? That's what Ken's trying to
There's
work
no way you can tell that this quickly, this
Okay.
early. You'd have to get out of your ship, look at the electronics of the
So I
van.
can't zoom in or anything.
Not
See
that you
if
can
there's
see on
any
the
projectors?
surface. There are no projectors apparent, no.
Okay.
So, what does Flynn want to do this round?
Drop the van and go.
So go where? Go
Um,
back out to the
Oh,
melee?
I can't really drop. Well, this doesn't really kill the driver, but
Well, you can just, don't drop it down the shaft. You can
No.
leave it on a
Interrogate
level.
the driver.
we could interrogate.
He's
him.
unconscious.
And there's nowhere in the van he could be.
Not that you can
And
see.
he has no form of stealth or anything on him.
No.
So he's not in stealth hiding
Why
or.
would
There are
he?
2 shakes
He'd
of
reveal
pride,
himself to
maybe.
you.
Yeah, true.
What's Triple going to do
I'm
this
just
round?
thinking all angles here.
Yep, that's cool.
Okay, so
I'm going to radio to him he's not in the van though, to all of them.
Okay, yep,
how's the VF2? The VF22 is grappling me from behind,
yep.
and I'm still.
Oh, it's a VF-22 grappling him.
Yep, and it's got gun pod to Triple's back. It might fire again.
Is it
That's not
headless?
exactly grappling.
It's sort of holding you with one and put the gun against the other.
See when you start doing martial arts.
Does he still have his
much
head?
like
That's
like this?
Oh.
Kind of, yeah, but Luke, you're holding a gun to her back.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, so like that.
Okay, so you're going to try and
I'm
do a
gonna-
martial arts
This
disengagement
is
run.
called Stun Cure. It's like.
Yep, alright. It doesn't have quite the same effects because there's no tendons or pain or anything on a battle
No,
mode.
but it works. It works upon the way the joints
No,
actually
it'll,
work
Yep.
in the body.
it doesn't, and it will like break your arm.
You could potentially break its arm off, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have no martial arts
Yeah.
skill? You don't as Trevor, do you?
No, but I've got bloodlust and melee combat.
Yeah. You can use your melee attack roll and it'll be a non-damaging roll, but if you succeed, you will have an effect. So everyone roll initiative. Oh, Nicole, I need you to tell me what you're doing.
Or
You can
radio
tell me
to
what you're
him
doing.
that he's not there.
Yep, you can do that as a free mode, a free round, or a free action.
I'm
Well,
just trying to
he's
use that
grappling
van
you
which
from
is
behind.
free if he's not
That's
in
the
there.
only thing I'm gonna do.
Decoy.
Unless, yeah,
Decoy.
true, but where would they, how would they have gotten him out so quickly?
Pressure on here, it breaks, break your arm off.
You don't have time to think about that right now.
No,
You've got to
no,
decide what
yeah.
you're going to do. The fight's still ongoing.
Can I hang the van in the shaft?
You can put it
On
on
a ledge?
on
No,
a
I've got a ledge where it can't
yeah,
go
there's
anywhere.
intersecting the shaft are a series of levels.
Yeah,
So you
I'm
can
going
put it on
to
one
put
of the levels and
it and just punch out the tires so it can't go anywhere.
you can rip off the wheels.
Rip off
if
the
you
wheels,
want.
that's what I mean.
Yep.
So it's sitting there.
Yep, that's a free action for now. You can
Cool.
go out and join the fight next round.
I'm going to head to try and knock him.
Okay, in melee, or you're going to save distance and fire.
Fire.
Okay. What
We
are you
know what
doing?
my melee with
I'm
those
flying
ships is
towards
like.
the nightmare is flying towards the other one.
The one that you've already shot at.
The one that I've
so
already
you're
shot
going to
at.
engage in melee.
Yeah, I'm getting engaged in that.
Cool. That will at least tie it up. So, alright, give us your melee combat roll after initiative. Yeah. Alright, everyone roll initiative now that you can determine your actions.
Dear God.
Oh, sorry, you're fighting in range, you're melee range, you're going to try and rip them
Dear
apart, that's
God.
right.
Oh my god.
Initiative for everyone, please.
Yeah, the deep valve.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Okay, you're acting last, sorry.
perfect.
Equalize. I still don't know that it's actually you.
Really?
He's got bloodlust, he's focused on what's happening.
Yeah.
Remember, he's still in a Typhoon fighter.
Yeah.
He's still in radio communication and he's
That's
being
what I mean.
uncoordinated.
I just conned to everybody that Trevor's
Yep,
dad was
and
not in the
everyone
van.
acknowledges except for Trevor.
Oh. Dude, this is your dad.
I
Pay
actually
attention.
did not notice IRL either.
Okay, we'll start with initiatives 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Yay!
Wow.
Yep, okay. Give us your melee combat roll, because you're going to try and prize them apart.
Do not ruin this
Making it too
for me.
much.
Oh god.
You're prizing the VF-22 from...
This is going to be hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's what you said. So,
That's what I said already. So
Yep, give us a roll.
Although I had a different idea, but I'll.
Next round.
Do I get a minus 1 since no
Nice. Okay. You managed to separate them, but not completely. So there's still an arm around the neck, but they're pulled apart, and you've actually managed to screw up its aim. So he can't fire. Like his arm's gone wild, so he can't fire this round.
So wait, what just happened?
Elwood in the rhino flew up and used the bulk of the rhino to rip apart the two the stern labels. Okay.
Now that I'm up close, can we see who the guy is?
Before you do, can you give me a piloting roll because you're under attack from one of the other nightmares? Yes, that was JD. Also, Gara.
You're an 4.
Oh, that's a fun roll.
What?
For melee combat.
What?
2 with a minus 2.
4, okay, and their attack roll was, this is round 4, attack was 4, so you managed to avoid being hit just narrowly. They spiraled around. Initiative of 4, 3, okay.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You flying back in, and you won't be able to attack this round because you just managed to get back out into the environment, but you're getting ready to line up a shot next round. You're giving it another punch. Oh no, you're giving your disarm. What was your attack roll? For
7.
7. Okay, you managed to completely disentangle yourself from it. You see that Elwood is there beside you now in the rhino, and he's assisted in pulling it apart. You are now face to face, very up close to Aquila 1, aka Fenris Hawk.
His first name is Fenris.
His first name is Fenris.
My arm!
I have even more reason to dislike him now.
Named after the Norse wolf god, of course.
I know, it's just,
The thing
I know.
I hate,
I actually didn't. I was thinking when I named him, I was thinking the Norse god, and I did some searching for images, and I thought, oh yeah, that's him too. I thought, oh, the concept one.
Fenrir is the proper one, but it's just like, I hear that name now, the particular Fenris adaptation of it, and I cringe because of Dragon Age 2. So I have even more reason now to hate
about
it.
that particular arm block.
Is that you are now able to hold him as prone? Yeah.
And that I think we can probably say that we've taken the whole captive.
Coup de grace.
Yes, you managed to hold him. Currently, he is prone in your control.
Please, can we take him captive?
We'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah, this would be great.
However, there is another Valkyrie up there with you. And as soon as you turn your back to it, it brings up its pair of gun pods and unloads a full clip into you.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
fuck my life.
There's another Velk up there?
Yeah, there was always 3.
So you just grinned.
She was the meat in a Valkyrie sandwich.
I said the actress.
So I can't get to it in time.
Next round you'll be able to fire.
This is not a sex scene at all.
Yeah.
Right.
We have a whole lot
I
of
should
sex
create 2 of
was
these.
there.
Well, I've just had 2 Valkyries unload on my back.
We've got pinpoint balance.
Unload full clips on your back.
Probably.
Wow.
Not sure if Gustav.
Oh god.
Awkward photo. You're the one who said 2 Valkyries unloaded on my back.
Okay, this Valkyrie
Shield.
bullets penetrate and riddle your cockpit. Please.
It's so beautiful that it's not me being on the receiving end
What
this
happened
time.
to the game?
It's treble on the receiving end for a change.
You had lock,
That's okay, Jake.
but your hydraulics are gone. Your motivators are gone. Your power is cut. You dropped out of the sky.
Wow, we know exactly where this is going.
And you take a wound yourself.
Oh.
I won't say where. Oh wait, enough of that. You fall to the ground, landing around about 300 metres away from the execution site in one of the more industrial areas of Island 1, and fall unconscious. Everyone else, you see this happen. Okay, you continue to engage the enemies that are around. You can see that Treble is down.
I'm breaking off.
You think you're going to have to rescue him somehow. Gunfire goes back and forth between you all. Treble is being ignored by the enemy. Flynn is intercepted by Hawk.
Shit.
Wasn't I holding on to him?
No, you weren't. You just separated them.
Ah.
It was Treble that was holding on to him, but Treble lost grip when his systems failed.
Okay, just give me 2 seconds to catch up on this.
Yep. Well, actually, before you do, we'll take a break for a minute in 1 second. After about 30 seconds of Treble falling, Flynn, you get a message over your comms from outside. The message is, Carrier, we are here, we've got Treble, you need to delay, give us time, we've got a plan. You recognise the voice.
I recognise what they said too.
Yes. Give us as much time as you can, basically.
Okay.
And we'll take a 5-minute break there for you to catch up and everyone else to have a drink or whatever you want to do.
I love my twins.
Rescue.
Yeah, two full-blooded Zentradi this time instead of one half-blood. Hey, look, at least you're being rescued by 2 hot Zentradi.
4 times as
Nurse to help.
Nurse to health by 2 hot Zentradi.
Could be worse.
Fine.
Could be worse.
It's true. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we
Playground beating up on Hawk. Oh yeah.
Did you get the steak? Did you get the steak reference? Wait, have you read? There's this little sketch. I think it's part of Tartarus theater, but I'm not sure. And you know how Chie is obsessed with steak in Persona 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a line of Shadow Teddy, and he's just going, "So Chie, do we know another word that begins with F?" And she's just like, "Steak," and he's just like, "Excellent." Yeah. So now whenever we have steak at home, it's just like, steak!
Presumably that's a bad, a try-hard translation of Japanese.
Yeah. But it's just funny because it's Persona 4. You know there's a Persona 4 fighting game coming out.
Yep. It's gonna be weird.
I'm a little unimpressed that Igus and Minato are in it because it's a P4 fighting game, not the P3 one, but...
It's almost like they're really milking the Persona thing.
They are. Is there Clash coming
Persona
out?
5?
Sorry?
Persona 5 coming out.
They've announced that they're making it, but they haven't done anything else, I don't think. But yeah, I don't really like how they're milking it, because a fighting game, really?
So cliche. It's the new age platformer.
Yeah.
I can't stop eating the ginger fudge. You like it? My house was eating it. It's really, really good.
They're all really nice. I love the caramel.
Caramel's nice.
Half of that.
The mint one, this one is, that's a new one we're doing. It's like Big Pet asking for peppermint. So we did it, and you're never sure with mint if it's too strong, but they thought it's quite, it's a bit like an after dinner mint, really.
Yeah, it's got that.
It's not too
subtle
strong.
mint
Yeah.
taste. Yeah.
Just wait for a minute to come and put my program on. How is the game going? Alright. The role play. He was explaining all to me before. It's like, another world. Yeah, you just put on X.
I shall.
Please. Thank you very much.
That's alright.
I fall in the bed.
The easiest way of explaining it to people is it's a shared storytelling. Like
Yeah,
Neil,
that's a good way to do it.
Neil being the game master and set
The storyteller.
the whole world. So he's telling the main part of the story, but we're adding what do our characters do, what are our characters' motivation, dialogue, and then we go from there. But really the onus is on Neil because he's guiding us through this story.
That's
And
pretty much right, yeah.
sometimes we only give him like one sentence worth of preparation
Sometimes.
during the game.
I still reckon that time we added the whole thing with you and your dad for the first time without knowing much about your dad was a good moment.
So there's not a winner or a loser.
Nope.
No.
No. But people do die sometimes.
Yes, I
You're not looking at anyone.
No, I've heard about that.
Of what?
Sefie, can I take us off for a moment for chat?
This is gonna
You
die.
know what this means?
I'm gonna
You've
die.
lost 2 sheep now. Because we can't stop with Roxanne.
This is true.
Maybe we should stop naming shit. They tend to die if we do.
It's true.
Perfect time for pineapple cake.
That was rigged, I swear.
Of course it was.
Yeah, because now I'm up against freaking pork.
I
Yay!
have a plan.
Excellent. And I also have 3 more skills to my piloting.
So do
I
I.
want to punch him with the shield thing. I wanna play
Yeah. You know what we should just do? Ram him from either side and just like shield bash his head between our 2 shields.
Taking it from both sides.
Hey,
That's right.
he's got no sensors, right? Because he's separate.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He doesn't have the missiles.
That's right, the head's gone.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking of sending Nightmare down his throat.
Yeah, but I want the satisfaction of killing him. Since he made trouble lose his arm. And unloaded a whole thing of missiles on my ship.
He likes unloading things on you.
What can I say? I'm a popular man. I know you guys have suggested some pretty dodgy stuff about Flynn. I'm unsurprised about anything that would be said, to be honest.
At least you know you like taking it from behind.
The twins, that's all I can say.
How long have you been doing it?
2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, 2 weeks with like
Oh, okay.
a couple of years. 4 years ago.
That's okay. I'm in your Nightmare piloting your dreams.
Oh my god, that was terrible! I love it. Hey pork, cash.
Something like,
Yeah.
I know, like, probably more than half of the people, or maybe around half, maybe less than half of the people know. Like, I trained the teacher 7.
I'm gonna play with this.
It's an international version. And I trained in pennies.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, sorry about the beeping, guys.
I'm in your Nightmare piloting your dreams.
I think it's actually right. I'll show you.
And he is in your nightmare piloting your dreams, just so you know. Oh my gosh. We are probably the dodgiest squadron ever.
No doubt.
It's like everybody is channeling Mikhail every episode.
She's on to us.
She? Who? Oh, yes.
We're channeling Mikhail. She's on to us.
Alright, let's continue. Okay, your instructions are delay as long as possible. We won't play every round of combat because we'll be here until next week if we did.
It starts going flashes.
Exactly. Montage. In the Rhino, Elwood takes on hand-to-hand combat with one of the other nightmares. It's far more nimble and maneuverable. It lands a lot of blows on you, but they don't do a lot of damage. And when the Rhino manages to land a blow, it's devastating. It's like bang. So you are managing to take this thing down slowly, hit by hit. It's going.
I have an idea.
Yep.
I want to put people on fist.
Hey!
Awesome, I like that. So not Dallas attack. It'll be the
I'm
Elwood
sorry,
attack.
I suddenly, my brain suddenly clicked into gear as to where George's father's possibly gone. I'm sorry, delayed reaction.
Alright, we'll get to that in a
Brain doing
second.
8 billion things here.
This is for the awesome Macross-esque idea for a cool new attack. And from this point onward, it will be known as the Elwood attack. provided of course it's successful. If it fails, then it can probably get forgotten pretty quickly. So good luck with that.
Wait, what's he doing?
I like the Bogart bomb.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know the Davis attack?
Yeah, the bounce
pinpoint
attack.
barrier on the front of the arm of the Macross, and then
Yeah.
they punch and it goes into the thing. I was doing the same thing with the Rhino. Pinpoint barrier on the fists of the Rhino, and then punching.
Nice.
Okay, Goggles is continuing his fight via remote control, like a video game, nightmare on nightmare. It's awkward, it's slow, and they take a lot of hits on you, but because you don't have to worry about your safety, just for pilot, it's go for a ride.
Get back there!
Yeah, you are managing to do some damage to them, and it's keeping them fully occupied, which is exactly what you've been told to do.
What did the Otis sensors in the cockpit of the rolling say?
There are no. Zen is sitting in a nice quiet spot, taking pot shots at every opportunity that comes along and scoring a remarkable hit rate. Just about every shot she fires lands. She's reached a god style, god level of accuracy. This boom headshot, multi-kill. Okay, that's flashing back a bit.
Wait,
Actually, that was Unreal Tournament.
oh, okay.
When you got to like 8 in a row, and then monster kill.
That's right, it is unreal.
Nicole, Flynn rejoins the fight. You haven't actually told me what you wanted to do yet, so... Oh no, I do know what you're doing. You were having the showdown of all showdowns with Hawk. Now, Hawk is an incredible pilot, equal or better to yourself, even now. You have the same skill, but he has the experience.
Yeah.
But you have an advantage in that you are undamaged and he has already taken deadly damage, including losing a lot of his senses.
Yeah.
As it is, you are equally matched and you are losing points by the minute, both of you.
Mm-hmm.
This can't go on for too much longer. After about 15 minutes,
Have I taken that much damage?
the four of you, in fact, with the exception of Zen, the two of you are down to below 50% points.
Oh, I didn't think I'd taken any damage.
You have from Hawk
This is a
in the fight.
montage.
This is a montage of
Oh,
what's
right,
happening.
And this is
montage.
like
Sorry,
this
yeah.
ashen face of
Okay.
Treble and
Yeah.
flicking blood that's going in the cockpit.
Is that
Being
Not quite. Sorry.
everything or just?
No, just the main
Oh,
body.
Sorry, okay, cool.
So your main body is total of 600. We'll say you're down to 270. Flynn, your main body score is down to 140.
Okay, give me 2 seconds to just catch up.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to skip this one because it's completely inappropriate for the dramatic moment.
And what's my poor nightmare?
It's below a quarter now. It's on its last legs before it falls out of the sky.
I wonder if this is off the shot button.
Dude, that's ruthless.
Yeah, that is.
So you just set the jets on fly up?
Yeah, but that would damage the dome, and you don't want to harm innocent
Yeah.
civilians.
You're going from like heroic down to infamous.
You can always just eject the pilot when it gets to the point where you can't do anymore.
Eject him and try and take over the other one.
Could do. Right, are we good, Nick?
Almost.
Good, Nick. That's a word, isn't it? A good Nick is an adjective. Oh, what appropriate music. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes when you get a call over your comms, Nicole,
Yep.
from the twins. They say, get over here, we need some cover.
Okay.
Can I go?
You can all go. But you need to
What
sort
about
of,
Hawk?
it's a fighting withdrawal, you've got to try and... well, if you think Hawk is the major
No, can I unload missiles on Hawk? How close am I to him?
pinpoint, you can do the same trick you did on you if you want. But you will probably receive significant damage and splash yourself.
I can't get out of the way in time. I've got the interceptor cap on.
If you get a piloting roll of 6 or above, then you can.
I can try.
This is just an out of rounds.
I'm in Joe Wolf mode, aren't I?
No,
Or am
you're
I-
battle mode.
I'm back in battle mode mode. Okay.
Well, you've been swapping modes all over the place.
I was assuming I was in fighter mode if I was dog fighting with Hawk.
You're flying, then you're running, then you're skimming, then you're jumping and punching, you're changing all over the place.
So I'm currently.
This is a true Macross battle.
Yeah.
So give us first your attack roll.
Um,
Just roll missiles. This is not to get a lock, this is just launching missiles, so rolling missiles.
Yeah, do you guys want to?
But you're engaged currently.
He's got no sense of which he's blocking. He
Uh,
doesn't know there's missiles coming at him.
if you want to do that after the next round, you can.
Okay.
So what was your missiles roll?
I need
Missile
to
skill.
roll it. I'm assuming
What
it's
is the skill?
micro missiles I'm like launching, so it's +3.
7. No, you're not. You're doing a gunfire remember, so there's no bonuses
So just
here.
general.
So just roll your missile skill. Okay.
4.
Now roll your piloting.
And I'm in what mode?
You're in battle mode, mate.
So it's just my piloting.
Yep, but you can use like if you want.
True. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey! You did say 6.
Yep. Okay. You launch a full load of. Is it 6 missiles? 6 launches you've got.
I've got bonus ones because of my
How many are they in attack? Do you remember?
All over his chest.
I want to
It's
keep
2 extra launches, isn't it?
something like no,
Yeah.
no, it's not. I want to keep it's 4 extra long range,
What did you do?
Okay.
but I want to keep some missiles just in case I need them.
I'll get you in a second about that question. You've got a whole, but you can fire up to 10 at once now with the 4 launches plus the 6 in your thing, and you've still got an extra left.
Oh, I still got extra left. In
Yeah.
that case, just fire them.
So fire up all 10, and you swing the opposite direction as fast as you
towards
can.
the wings.
So battle mode, fire off. Instant transfer to pilot mode, fire mode, flying
GTF.
off. Yep. You don't know what happened to Hawk. There's smoke, explosions. You'll have to see what happens. You get the order from Treble, Zen and Elwood. You get the order from Treble from Flynn. Follow me. We need it.
Zen follows him.
Yep. Okay. Everyone gives the 2 of you give us a piloting roll. As you follow Flynn, you're heading towards one of the military industrial areas of Island 1. You see an epic battle going on between ground forces and a Zen Tradi macro scale. You see it instantly, it's Treble. Treble is actually loaded up with the VF-22 Super Pack and is flying while engaging these forces.
Wait, is he Mac clone?
He's Mac clone.
Holy shit!
He's wearing his new prosthetic arm, and he's carrying the full gun pod from VF-22 along.
His dad on his shoulder.
No, his dad is still on the ground. It seems there's a convoy that he's attacking. Immediately,
So I was right. The twins did get his dad out of there.
Immediately, the other nightmares that were already engaged with you guys have broken off to pursue, and you can see another 6 signals incoming, heading towards that location.
Is there another squadron on the Tempest that can assist us?
No. You're it. That's all you have.
Alright.
You see what you need help with, and you immediately engage the incoming fighters. Treble is fighting for all he's got. You can see that he's wearing some bandages around his waist. He's taken some hits already. He took a hit already, and the bandages, the Zen scale was put on him after he transformed. He's firing off volleys of micro missiles at the incoming fighters. He's firing his gun pod at the ground to break up the convoy. There's chaos all over the place, and you can see that he is completely in bloodlust. You break and engage the incoming fighters. There's more of them than there are of you. They swoop in and engage you, with 2 of them heading down towards Treble, opening fire. Treble takes a few hits. Treble, you are wearing the Super Pack. The Super Pack gives you missiles, it gives you guns, it also gives you the flight, which you are doing, you're flying around. It also gives you some armour.
Oh, good.
Armour value of 50 points, covering 50% of your body. You take 2 hits. Sorry, you take 1 hit. You manage to fly away and avoid 1 hit. You manage to use your aerobatics to avoid that. Everyone else roll piloting. Naked, you can attempt to roll X3 attack on one of these nightmares if you like.
Is this the pilot where you made us roll before?
No, this is a new one because you're now engaged in a new engagement. You're trying to avoid being hit by the incoming fighters. Treble, give us a dodge roll. Actually, no, not by one, because I already said you've been hit by one.
Oh, sorry.
I need to roll damage. It's... Well, I got your body. Times 5 in your macro size.
Okay.
That means that your health would be times 5 as well.
That's my body times 3, so it's body times 15.
Sorry. What's the steady?
What's the difference?
The difference of what? Oh, sorry, yes. They have power 3 and skill that. What did you roll?
8.
Difference is 6. Okay, there's a 50% chance that the blow will land on armor. And 50% it will miss the armor and hit you. 1, 2, 3, it's the armor. 4, 5, 6, it's you.
You could
You roll.
do the dots and the O's.
Oh yeah, could do, but it's a different die. It's the armor. The armor takes a massive blow. 10 points still get through to you.
No.
The armor reduces the damage by 50 points, and you lose 10. You guys can all see Treble's taking a hit, but he's continuing to fight on. He's now turned around and he's firing on those that are attacking him.
Does he have any form of radio communication on him that we can let him know we're here?
You don't think so?
No, he's reading it.
You do?
Well, let's hope he does, because he's in blood last.
He's at least seeing that we're here.
Yeah.
It's much
Alright, I need to roll this again.
Did you say Treble's dad was leading the ground force attack?
Not leading,
No.
he was the
He was
one
there,
being
though.
rescued.
He was not being rescued,
You
right?
can't see what's going on. You assume he's in the convoy.
Okay.
This is all on a too small scale amongst too many buildings.
Yep.
Alright, what did you 3 roll for your piloting? 5,
6.
8.
6 and 8. Okay.
Jill was very much good at fighting.
Okay. Fortunately, none of you were hit, even though there was attempts to take hits on you. It's the next round. Treble, give us a dodge roll. Everyone else give us a piloting roll. Tell me what you're doing. You're attacking assuming enemies.
I'm on the way next to Treble.
Treble's in the air.
Oh, I'm going to go next to Treble then.
So you're going to go back to back, fighting with your buddy in the air, acting as a battle line shield.
Yes.
Wait, are we all
This is
rolling
piloting right off the
piloting?
bat. You will be rolling piloting, but I need you to tell me what you're doing for this round first. I'm assuming you're going to do something with the level of hacking you've achieved with the nightmare. Think about what you're doing.
I'm going.
If I disable the engine, that basically just it drops to the ground.
It flies to the ground. That could do a controlled crash.
Well, you could turn the engines on.
That would potentially kill innocents on the ground.
How are the ground forces looking?
Details.
It's messy. You can see there's gunfights going on. This is not just them scattering from being fired upon by Treble. There are now other forces down there.
I'm going. If they've got missile locks,
They haven't.
well, no, but they can get missile locks as well. I mean, they've got the superior skills.
Yes.
I was thinking of potentially doing the same before. They've got the better weaponry skills
Yep.
at firing in the air.
Yep.
Maybe I can assist the ground forces.
You've been told to give cover.
Okay, in that case,
That's
then
what they said.
we'll
Come
go
and give
cover.
us cover.
Alright.
They've got their own
forces it is.
operation going on.
Missile lock on one of the other.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
you're
go for
not
the
going to do
incoming.
anything with the ship that you've infiltrated for now. You're just going to let it fly on normally.
No,
You're
I'm
gonna-
using that ship to fire on another.
Oh, okay.
I have full control of weapons.
Okay. Yes, using your missile skill at -2.
Yes. So yeah.
That's right. That's great. Yep. You're acting as a shield, so you're going to do a piloting roll. You're bracing and firing, or you're going to.
I can't run on a racing again.
You can fly down to the ground and brace on top of the building.
I guess how it seems to work.
Yep, if that's what you want to do, especially with your new godly skills. And Nicole, what is Flynn doing?
If we're giving fire, then I'm engaging the closest fire base.
Yep, okay. Everyone give me a roll for what they're doing. Piloting, attacking, piloting, and attacking. Those who are attacking also give us a piloting roll because you need to be avoiding hits. And what was your dodge?
4.
4.
I hope I dodge.
We'll see.
Okay, I rolled a 9 on piloting.
Great, you don't get hit. What was your piloting roll?
4.
4, okay. You can't get there in this round to act as a shield. You close, but you can't put yourself in between line of fire. Okay, that wasn't a good enough roll to get there in the right spot at the right time. What was your roll? 5. You managed to find a good spot with a good view, some cover, and brace yourself. What was your roll for your missiles?
2.
Okay, you're unable to get a lock on any enemy targets via
Yeah,
the other night.
We're rolling the cells.
They are unaware of your intrusion. So what was your...
Were we rolling the cells as well?
You're rolling attack, whatever it is you want to do for your attack.
I was going to actually... Am I in gun range at
Yes,
all?
yes.
I'm gun range them.
You're going to fire them? Okay, what weapon, what sort of shot are you going to take?
Well, where are they? Because it's going to depend what gun I use.
They're basically all around you. It's a melee. Not melee, it's a free-for-all.
Okay, so I've got my Gatling gun pod, but I've also got my...
You've got a pair of gun pods.
I've got my lasers as well.
Yes, you've got your wing lasers, a pair of wing lasers.
And the real anti-craft lasers as well.
Yeah, but they're not really good for aircraft. They're best
Yeah.
against ground forces.
In that case, I will use the laser cannon then.
Okay, yep. Can you give us an attack roll for each of those if you're doing different targets, or for one target? You're going to one target? Or 2?
2.
2, okay. Separate roll for each, no modifiers because they're 2 separate weapons.
Yeah.
Sefie, treble is unable to avoid a hit.
Hey!
Nice.
Specialty.
Yes!
Can you roll the yellow dice for us again, please? 1, 2,
Okay.
3 is armor, 4, 5, 6 is you.
All the armor was gone.
Damaged substantially. Okay, you are hit. The armor absorbs some of the damage.
My specialty, would that be the laser cannons?
Yes. Okay, treble. You take 52 hit points damage. Treble is hit badly, you guys see. His wings are taken out, he loses flight, he spirals down to the ground. He's taken some heavy hits to his torso as well, and you can see blood spraying from him as he falls. What was your hit points damage? Hit points done?
Down to 43.
Down to 43, okay. What was your attack roll?
Oh, I need to do another one for my other gun.
Yep, what was your first one?
The first one was 1 off critical, so...
That was a hit?
Yep.
That was a miss. Okay, roll damage for your hit.
10d times 4.
Feels fine.
Angel fell from.
See?
Just the
1,
scratch.
2, 3, 4.
So total damage of?
It's 10d times 4 each, so for
40.
40, yeah, sorry.
Oh no, 10 times 4, so 4 times 4 is 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Treble, you land on the ground with a big crash. It's near the convoy. You can see the ground battle, what's happening. How many points have you got left? 40?
43.
43, yeah. Yeah, whenever the GM asks, how many points do you have left? It's always a bit of a worry. You can actually see 3 commandos and 2 ninjas. You recognise the ninjas as the twins. The twins are actually have managed to free your father from the armoured vehicle and are now hurrying him off out of sight while the ground battle continues. You make eye contact with your dad. He sees you, he sees what shape you're in, and he's trying to break away from the twins and come to you. And they're trying to hold him back. And they're doing a great job. He's still got irons on, chains on.
Oh, what do I know?
He rips them off and runs towards you. As you're aware of a Valkyrie landing directly behind him. So he's between you and he.
Oh, fucking hell. Keep jump up.
Yep, you can do that, but you still have the gun pod on you. You can do that if you want. Fire over his head at the enemy.
Yeah, basically, I'm trying to do it again, this is kind of heroically as possible.
Yep.
So, I'm assuming, well,
Which Valkyrie?
depends on
It's a
how I
nugget.
landed. If I landed on my stomach, I'm not kicked
You
up.
land on your side. So you're sort of lying on your side.
So I'm just gonna go.
Okay, so you're lying down, shooting sort of between your legs back at your target. Okay, give us an attack roll at -1.
Would this count as personal weapon?
Yep, personal weapons large.
Okay.
Heavy, if that's the category. Because you're large as personal weapon.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 6.
Okay. You fire. The enemy fires. You land bullets, string bullets, directly on its cockpit. It fires as it falls to its knees. 1 minute! The timing. You see out of the corner of your eye, the twins manage to knock your dad to the ground and drag him out of the line of fire. And a return fire comes back and hits you square in the chest.
Oh.
And I'll be right back.
Next time on Cast.
Sorry, Sefie. Let's make this delay longer. We're going to do it.
I'll just play some music while Mackie's waiting.
Was not music again?
Hang on a sec, I'm just catching up.
Yep. Oh, God.
Oh my god! It's Watership Down all over again. Yeah, it's Watership Down is the movie.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
I love the Goonies rip-off of that.
I love that song in that movie.
And at least one Tribbles had opens in a baseball.
Oh god.
I don't want
Your emotions.
It'll be too cute.
I crushed his lips.
I swear to god, that's pork. I am going to rip him out of his
No, it's a
cockpit and
nightmare.
squash him. Oh, it was a
It's a
nightmare.
nightmare.
Because you said BF22.
Did I?
Yeah.
You were wrong. Get to 171.
I can amend that if you like. I haven't written it in yet.
Can we talk to the clock? You can come. Yeah, you can try.
It didn't sound very communicative.
But
Yeah.
you thought I was going to be real proud of you.
Yeah, see, I want to be like, yeah, how do you feel being a traitor? I bet your daughter's proud of you. Yeah.
No, it's not Hook.
I can just see Elwood like, good cop, bad copying it. It's like, yeah, your daughter would be real proud now. So, it was the nightmare?
Yes, it was a nightmare. It was one of the fresh ones. Okay, at the same time as Treble lands a hit on the cockpit, Zen also lands a hit from behind. The double team brings it down. In fact, Zen lands 2 hits on the back of the nightmare.
The back. Where is she?
She's behind it.
Oh, okay.
As your dag's dragged off by the twins, you see him manage to pull a salute at you. And the last thing you hear over your comms, because you do have some fitted now, or you did have some fitted, but they didn't know. We have Agent Poirot. Get Treble and get out of here.
Okay.
And sorry, Sefie. By the time Zen gets to Treble, she realises it's too late. Treble's been taken out. Would you like a tissue? Yeah. Well, I've never bought a plant of tears before.
That's a good one to get on.
Sorry for the embarrassment. Okay, we'll keep going.
It's the bright eye.
It was, wasn't it?
I was thinking I should have.
Zen is first on the scene, and understanding the situation and how pragmatic Zen is, she immediately assesses the situation, makes the call, we've got to leave him, he's gone, we have to go. You make the call to the Tempest, be ready, and you are all flying at full speed, the enemy in hot pursuit, towards an airlock in the top of Island 1, which Zen has announced that she's attempting to hack. So Zen, can you give us a hacking roll?
Blends in with disbelief.
Yes.
Everyone else.
That's alright, you're gonna make me cry too.
That's alright, we tried to make it as epic as possible, didn't we?
Did anybody get his baseball?
So you don't know what happened to that?
3.
Okay. The three of you flying in a line as straight as an arrow, Zen in the lead, Flynn in the middle, Elwood and Goggles flying up behind in the Rhino.
I just want to throw all the weapons of the nightmare that I've got controlled back.
Back at the enemy. Alright. We'll take that as done. They're in pursuit. They're following you behind. You can see the Tempest is the sacrifice stealth, and they're flying towards the airlock, getting ready for you. They're already opening up their bay doors. You fly through the airlock. Zoom, zoom, zoom. All three of you. And you're headed straight for the Tempest. But you already see that there are a lot of ships outside heading towards the Tempest, and this is going to be a fighting withdrawal. Flynn, you have to board. You have to get inside. You have the option of staying outside and fighting because you have a fold engine. Zen, you have a fold engine as well, but if you want to fire your gun, you need to be on braced. So if you want to, you can ride piggyback on the Tempest.
That's what you normally do.
All right. Flynn and Zen, give us a piloting roll quick, please. And
Sorry, I'm still catching up.
no, that's all right. We can catch up with Diary afterwards
Right.
because it's getting a bit later, and I don't want to pause the story just yet. Nike, can you get Goggles to roll a jamming for me, because that's probably your best choice in this defensive position. And Elwood, you're just getting ready to. Well, actually, you're avoiding fire. You're trying to avoid being hit. So give us
Jesus
the piloting roll.
Christ!
7.
Oh wow!
That's
Okay.
not critical. No, that's a top critical.
You land inside the docking bay at 80% of full speed, coming to a dead stop just as your nose touches the bulkhead.
Dude!
You couldn't have got it any faster or safer than you did. You hear Elgo go, "Holy shit, nice landing, Flynn, let's get the hell out of here." Within moments of him finishing that sentence,
Jam 5.
Great, thank you. The file portal is already opening up, but you are all under heavy fire. Even now, there's like 15 or 20 fighters all firing on you. You continue to take damage. Zen, you are actually hit by a pair of medium missiles on your prone position. You are very low damage points. You've only got around about 20 points left. But that's okay. You're flying into the file portal right now. You managed to jam. You manage to get a few shots off on a couple of nightmares. You take one out of the fight. Zen, being the genius with the gun that she is, takes out 2 enemy fighters with 1 shot each to the cockpit. And you're passing through the fold portal now. You're about to make good your escape. When Zen gets one last signal warning of an incoming missile, one last medium missile hits Zen as the fold portal closes behind you, and you're away.
Did you get dislodged?
You don't know. You have no communications at the moment. You can try calling Zen.
Comms.
No response. Elwood, you're outside. It's difficult to navigate inside fold space, but you can try and get around to have a look. Okay, give us a piloting roll. That's a 4. Okay, you managed to position yourself to get a look at Zen's sternvogel. It's really badly damaged. It's smoking, it's spitting, there's electrical sparks. You keep rising around until you get the view of the cockpit. Well, it would be a view of the cockpit if it was still there. It seems that she's ejected
Oh crap.
in fold space.
which is I actually don't know the consequences of that.
You get
No one has
lost.
ever been retrieved from false space after they were lost in there.
Missing.
Missing in action.
Gone.
What a way for Zemi go.
Yeah.
As mysterious as she lived, she disappeared. She's not necessarily dead. She might have survived the impact.
No
But-
one's ever made it out of a fire smoke.
So Zen has gone as well as Treble, as far as you know. And we shall end the game there.
Flynn's just sitting in his cockpit, white knuckled and in shock.
Yeah, everyone's in shock.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, obviously.
that's for your epic end.
Way.
You know me. I
That's
like,
for
I
your
like
epic
expressing my
mysterious
characters.
Oh, next
The
one.
end.
What was that?
Silent
Actually,
and deadly.
another extra 2 points for each of you. Each of the other. Okay, and we'll now give our 5 points to everyone else as
So I'm
well.
going to give all my points to Sefie.
Why? What?
No, you can't. I'm
She'll give
sorry.
all hers to mine. I'll give more to
This is for others.
I just sort of kind of just want to go, this is for epicness. Have one.
Unfortunately, you
Can't do
guys
that,
can't
I
give
know.
points to Sefie or Luke.
Shut up and take my points.
That's for
I
Luke.
will say I have not been brought to tears during a game either. But yeah, I think Bright Eyes
Not
did
even.
Yeah.
contribute a little.
I think it was also the salute, wasn't it?
The salute basically was a little laugh.
That was the turning point.
That was the feather that.
He kind of knew that he couldn't do anything for you, whatever happened, and if that was the last he ever saw you, he wanted to show that he was proud of you. Oh, we're going to do it again, aren't we? I'm sorry. Alright. Alice, you want to give your points first? Well, let's see if you and Luke have the longest to think about it.
Okay, so it's only between us three now.
Yes.
Okay. That's
So you've
easy
got,
then.
you want to know what you're going to do?
I know what I'm going to do.
Yep.
This is for aiding in battle and meleeing with Hawk and coming to
thank
Treble's aid. This is for the same and for hijacking an entire freaking VF. Because that was awesome.
Twice.
Yeah.
He didn't manage to do a complete takeover of the second one, but good enough.
Yeah. Exactly.
No!
It's a shame Sally could have been here to see it after all.
I'm in your
We
nightmare.
got the video, she can watch that.
Oh, we don't have my status now. I'm in your nightmare, piloting your dream.
I still like mine.
You know what? You should just scroll that over the back of the Rhino now, just as a warning to everybody.
Alright, who's
Jackie.
to give? Alice
We're
to...
going after the armoured thing, trying to save
After the car, after the
Thank
car,
you.
on the truck, yep.
and for taking on Hawk as well.
Thank
Okay,
you.
flying.
What
Epic
would have
fail.
been really cool is if you had
Whilst I'm in a-
killed off one of the twins as well.
What are these
The
guys?
twins.
Oh, one of the twins.
Wait, what about the twins?
No, I haven't.
Okay, fighting.
Thank you.
Epic chasing
I think
after the truck.
having 2 players die in one session is a bit much.
No.
There's enough
Oh,
without killing
thank
up
you.
2
Capture the van.
2 non-player characters. And by the way, I say killing off, I am leaving it deliberately ambiguous as to Zen's fate.
Yeah.
In a typical anime way. Nicole, you giving your
She'll
points?
have,
Sorry, Luke?
she'll be scooped up by what's the technological one? Frontier? Not Frontier.
Oh, Galaxy.
Galaxy, yeah.
Galaxy were taken out.
She'll come back in a galaxy ship.
Galaxy were taken out near the Macross Frontier. So.
This is good, right? It's not.
No, we're.
Yeah, but we're currently after the Macross Frontier series in that timeline. So, guys, your turn to get out points. Curious to see actually how many did you get?
Oh,
Because you have to give all those out as well.
yeah. Do you want us to give them out as a lot, or?
Well,
Those
to
are
split them among the 3 as you
Those
think they're
that-
earned.
right.
They're for you to give to others, in addition to the ones that you earned today. So perhaps divide them into 3 piles that are of levels that you think the other players deserve. And I'll put it this way as well, because you may have an even number, you cannot give any 2 players the same number of matchsticks. So
Oh.
you can't give...
Yeah, because I could actually. Oh no, I can't quite give them. exactly the same number.
You got to fly a real ship.
12
You got to
minus,
fly a real ship.
Again.
Congratulations.
minus the 5 to give out over the
that
clock.
was like 7.
Cool.
I think.
So,
Because that's had to work because
so you get. Can't give them the same amount of points. For hacking, taking control of the other ship, and therefore actually getting a kill count.
Feel very well.
Every kill count, or every kill you get with his locks, is he gets an assist on.
Yeah. Though I think was something else. But yeah. Anyway. For finally facing down with Hawk,
Wasn't resolved though. They both walked away from it.
she got
Sorry.
closer
Two
to
eye
Jazz so
patches.
far.
Yeah.
For setting up Roxanne at the very start.
Yeah. That was a sweet moment.
And for coordinating as much as you might have with the twins.
Thank you.
All summarizes for leading fearlessly.
Oh, thank you.
And for attempted bro fisting.
Hey, if it wasn't
Kill
for your
count.
separation,
Yeah.
Triple may not have been able to finish that manoeuvre.
You might have died earlier.
Hey, come
That's
on.
heroic.
Yeah. That was a pretty damn heroic death, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was some times where I
If it
thought you were going to
fisticuffs.
message me with, when are you going to die?
No, it worked out fairly much how I had in mind.
Wow.
He didn't let me actually mind.
They got me
Actually,
thinking, but the last one
I got
actually
exactly
Yeah.
the points I
Really?
had left.
I actually
Sorry, the
the
wanted
last
to
one was meant to be a sniper shot.
The last one of what?
That's
Of
a
your
good
shots?
That got Zen.
What?
I got
Was meant to
the
be my
exact same one
sniper
from
shot.
the
Oh, was
computer
it?
in the
No.
game.
Had to be counter
And
sniper.
the point that I had
a
which is the
3
same-
bonus.
which is the point that I
Taking
had
out my
left
start.
on mine that I haven't used.
I have.
Oh,
No, I
So
won't
it's like
say.
14.
No, it's the same
I-
damage, just the sniper shot, not missing.
I have 2 character points left over
Mm.
that I couldn't spend.
Oh, okay. Give it to whoever you want.
Do we not?
However you want. Let them know however you want. But you give a reason for each. Make it hard for you.
A different reason?
Everyone gets one more point from Sefie.
I've actually got one as well, so there's two.
Everyone gets one more point from Luke as well.
Hey!
I'm feeling
Oh
good.
wow. That's a good one.
Just in case you've forgotten this scene, this wasn't how I imagined it happening, but this was what inspired that particular epic moment for Treble.
Oops.
Mm.
Yeah.
Same gear that Treble was carrying.
More breasts.
I was going to say the all important boob shot.
Treble had less of that. That was pretty much what Treble was doing too.
Well, you didn't tell me to raise hell.
Yep. Remember I told you how I had an epic idea that I wanted to do, but I didn't know how I could make it happen? That was it.
That was fun.
Thanks very much for all your work.
My pleasure.
Yeah, it doesn't really quite. Yeah. Just saying thanks.
Your dedication.
The fact that you guys kept coming is showing how much you appreciate it, so I'm really glad that you enjoyed the campaign. About a year and a half worth. Who knows, one day in the future when things are different, maybe we will have mutually available times to do some other role-playing campaign.
Maybe. It's really the latest at the time.
Yes. Who knows what the future will bring though. Thanks for watching.
Like 6 a.m. meeting.